and welcome to Dice Friends. This is episode 7 of Escape from Semolo Plateau. I'm Dale Friesen. I'll be the Dungeon Master this evening. I'm going to catch you up on what has happened so far, but first, all the PCs have just made it to level 4, so they're going to tell you all about their new selves. Paul, do you want to start us off?
All right, I am Dande, the now level 4 Tabaxi monk.
Oh.
I have learned how to punch people even quicker than I did previously.
How?
And also, I not only punch quicker, but I punch wiser too.
Really?
Because dexterity and wisdom are the two things that monks are sort of related to monk things.
A hard life lived has given you new insight on how to punch somebody.
Yeah.
Look how smart I am.
He learned some new pressure points.
And as part of that hard life lived, I have also learned how to fall slow.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Just in time.
Yeah. So I after the last session.
Yep.
Yeah. After the last session, when falling too quickly was a important part of the whole thing. I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. And so I was like, oh yeah, I should just start falling slower. Falling sucks. I should just do it less.
Oh my god.
And so I did.
I will be coming to you for assistance if I start falling.
I'm Mora. I am now a level 4 rogue, sort of thief speciality elf. And there was a lot of useful and delightful skills that I could have pumped. I could have taken feats that would have given me combat advantage, but never learn anything seems to be Mora's sort of raison d'etre. So I put 2 points into charisma, giving me a +2 modifier to charisma. Because realistically, convincing people not to stab us has actually been working very well for her. So
all your charisma-based skills are better now.
yes.
Nice.
I am Bonton, and I am a level 4 albino hill dwarf cleric, native here in Chult. I've decided to pump my ability score into strength because I wish to build a fortress out of steel to encase my body in because no one else can keep me safe.
Because if the cleric goes down,
You're all next.
I want to live in a
cleric,
cage.
heal thyself.
On the plus side, I have also taken, because I've gone up a level, I can take another spell. I now know Enhance Ability, which is a thing I can cast.
That seems very generically named.
It is incredibly generic because, let me just be clear about what it can do here. Go into pictures.
Does it enhance an ability?
This is so crazy what this can do. One action, touch. You touch a creature and bestow upon a magical enhancement, and then I can gain this. You gain this effect for up to an hour, but it's a concentration thing. You could either gain advantage on Constitution checks, advantage on Strength checks, advantage on Dexterity checks, advantage on Charisma checks, advantage on Intelligence checks, advantage on Wisdom checks. It's nuts. Like I can grant any one of you that.
Huh.
So, okay, interesting. So it's check, so it's not like attacking and damage and stuff, but it's like
It
if
is-
you have to do anything. Okay, that's
We
good.
gotta do some serious bluffing and or fighting and or climbing.
So if it's like if somebody's about to do something
dangerous.
physical or whatever that requires
Or gets poisoned
yeah.
for those
and
con saves.
I like that. Lots of different options.
The best part is that Boar's Endurance, which gives you advantage on Constitution checks. Also, you gain 2d6 temporary hit points, which are lost when the spell ends, which is an hour from that point, or until I lose concentration. And Cat's Grace, which is the Dexterity one. Also, the target does not take damage from falling 20 feet or less if it isn't incapacitated. So I tend to be using that on myself.
What happens if you use it on Dande, though? He's already a cat.
So my grace.
Just double the grace.
Yeah.
Bonton really doesn't like to fall.
I like how both of you address this falling damage thing in your own ways.
And I took a new cantrip, and you're going to care about that.
Yes.
Because it's the one that you said, hey, did you know there's a wiki? And so I went to the wiki, and I'm taking Toll the Dead, which is where I can just be like, that thing I see within 60 feet of me, take necrotic damage. Oh, you've already been hit? Take even more necrotic damage.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a very nice necromancy thing.
Also, there's a boom.
Yeah, there's a Dolorous Bell. But I'm not a necromancer, stop asking.
It just seemed useful.
If it sounds like a necromancer,
Maybe
it looks like a
you're a
necromancer.
healer, but you took a minor in necromancy.
What does a necromancer sound like?
Bong.
From my,
Well,
from my
I think he
experience,
has a voice like this.
yeah, from my experience, it sounds like Bonton yelling, "But I'm not a necromancer," as he's dishing out necrotic damage.
Hey, what's up? I'm Snack. I'm a level 4 Batiri. It's a goblin. And
It's a special goblin.
special goblins from here. They stack neatly. And for storing in the closet.
for
Beside
carry-on baggage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they have giant trench coats.
And
So they didn't get M-rated movies.
as part of my 4th level improvements, I rolled maximum power on my hit points. So that's nice. I've got 37 maximum hit points now.
Nice.
And I decided to forego the ability score adjustment in favor of a feat. And the feat is Savage Attacker. Because I'm small, but I pack a powerful punch. Savage Attacker basically gives you advantage on melee damage rolls. So like my sword is 1d. If I one-hand my sword, it's 1d8 plus 3. So I'd roll 2d8s and pick the better one. Then plus 3. So
Seems decent.
yeah, I figured that. I mean, I know that he's like tuned for bows and stuff, but I have this cool sword, and I figured that really played into Snack's character, which is a very angry little man.
It stabs
Little
very
goblin.
fast.
Yeah, little goblin man, who's about to have a real rough day.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Get to meet your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've never told me anything about your family.
Nope.
I'm so excited to meet them.
Spent months together in the prison, and you never said word one about them.
Nope.
so
Yeah.
as you may have inferred, Bonton has studied with a necromancer, and that necromancer has sent this group of people out on a quest for positive energy infused fungus, which they have acquired.
And I still have mine.
Yes, and in
got some too.
theory, they are on their way to deliver this fungus to the necromancer so that he can use it to fix the undead repelling talisman of Bonton's dwarf tribe. So, in the process of all that, they have made their way to Port Nyanzaru. They were traveling with a small tribe of humans. They were coming down river. The Port Authority, as it were, kind of stopped them and asked them some questions. Everything seems to be going fine, except Snack's tribe of Batiri is over nearby, and he has locked eyes with his queen, and she has pulled down her combat mask, and the tribe has started a war chant. Now, you definitely do not know this. I don't know if the two of you know this, but Snack's tribe, the Dino Skull Batiri tribe, gets laughed at a lot by the other Batiri tribes because they don't take their war chants as seriously as many Batiri tribes think they ought to be taken.
This is so embarrassing.
So they're doing a war chant welcoming their tiniest member back to the family. And they're doing a little dance, and they've got their spears, and they're rhythmically doing all this, and the humans nearby are giggling and pointing and clapping, and they completely encircle Snack, and the circle is getting tighter and tighter, and then they start jumping on each other. And the thing about a group hug when you're Batiri is that it's in 3 dimensions, because everybody is stacking on Snack. So he's surrounded not just by being encircled, but he's got like
was
17 goblins on top of him in a stack.
Never good at being the
It's
bottom
the
of the
biggest
stack.
snack stack ever.
I was never good at being the bottom of the stack.
And your queen and her attendants are standing off to one side, smiling in approval, but they're not getting involved
Wow,
in
you're-
the actual stack.
Your family is so affectionate.
I just stare witheringly at you.
It's like a little mound of goblins!
Some humans throw some copper coins. There's
In our
flags.
entire experience, your favorite thing to do is stack with other things. So this seems like a great thing.
Mora is delighted.
he's also kind of an introvert.
Yeah.
And he's being group hugged by like 40 people. Right?
yeah.
I'm remembering at Desert Bus that the group hug, once it gets past about 20 people, becomes quite dangerous for
It's
everybody
like
involved.
more like a mosh pit.
Yeah.
But that's in 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
Surely
Yeah.
with 3 dimensions, it's much safer.
You have more ingress from the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the bottom. Sometimes you're not expecting that.
Ooh.
Just pops up. Whoop.
Yep. Lifts you up. Yep. Now you're in the middle of a stack.
No.
So the leader of the human tribe you've been traveling with.
Oh, Armdo.
Yes, Armdo. Like
good.
Armdo.
Doe.
He's watching all this, and he's like, "Do I jump on? Do I join in?
God, I hope
do I
not.
just sort of?"
think this is something just for them.
Oh, okay. And his boyfriend's like, "But they're the rich people who are going to pay us," and so the
Oh, right.
the
Right, the
stack
material-
sort of.
Because their tribe is known to be quite rich.
Believed to be quite rich.
This is a very recent thing. They heard about this afternoon. Someone was traveling upriver as they were traveling downriver, or not this afternoon, but very recently.
This is an opinion that is held. Whether it is true or not, I think we're about to find out.
Right. So Lemji believes this, and Queen Tofsfelt comes forward, and she has some attendants with her, and they have something under a big cloak. And she says, "You there, who are you? Oh, I'm the leader of the humans. I'm Armdo." Like, and then there's,
Yes.
there's this sort of long introduction, and she's like, "Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand. Yeah,
Get the concept.
yes, thank you, Armdo. Yes."
We-
Had it really down.
We also have arms. Yeah.
And so his boyfriend comes forward and bows to the queen, and
Yeah, definitely let Lemji do the talking.
and he's like, "So, Your Majesty, we have escorted these people to Port Nyanzaru, and they promised to pay us." And she says, "Oh, and what did they promise you?" And he says, "Well, 10 gold a head." And she looks at the humans and like, 10 gold for your heads or for their heads? And she's like, "Well," and Armdo's like, "Oh, that's really smart. We should have thought of that. We should have said for our heads instead of their heads. Then we could have had more money." Oh my god. And she's, yes. And so the queen kind of looks over at Snack and says, Did you promise to pay these people?"
That is what I said, yes.
"Well, I'll just take their pay out of your share of our recent money then." And she snaps her fingers, and there's a chest that's uncovered. It's kind of a big chest. They take the strip of Mora's cloak that's tying it together and untie it and open it up. And there are a whole bunch of little, like, red fern fragments in there, but not very many. Mostly it's just money. So she counts out 40 gold and gives them to Armdo, who starts counting them and drops them. And Lemji's just like, I'll take care of it. Armdo, sweetie, why don't you go look at boats? I like boats. And so Lemji takes care of the money and says, "We'll be here for another couple of days. I don't know if you're going south along the river. If you are, this has been fun. We'd enjoy traveling with you again. Say 2 dawns from now here at the river if you want to go with us."
It's good to
Cool,
know.
man. It was great to meet you, Lemji.
"It was good to meet you too, Mora." And so he takes his money and wanders off. The queen has some money for Snack.
Wow.
So
That's a surprise.
now you are our smallest member, and you didn't do any of the lizard work, so you will be getting the smallest share.
Yeah.
And she counts out 310 gold and gives it to you.
Holy moly.
What do you say?
Thank you, my queen.
Well done. You're welcome.
Got there.
I feel like that was in character.
I'm fine. Ah, elbow. Okay.
Wow, Snack, your mom is super nice.
She's not my mom.
This is a great city. You just like so were the goblins?
This is our queen. She's like a third aunt or a eighth cousin or something.
Were the Batiri like just leaving the city after having done some trading or something?
They have. Who are you asking? They were near the exit to the city. That's what you can tell.
Oh, okay.
So I guess the more important thing is like to ask the queen to be like, "Are you heading in as well?"
No, we have concluded our business. I suspect we will be doing more business, so we are out to get some more spotted lizards.
Oh,
Wait, are those the kind of lizards that I came here to rescue?
Yes.
oh.
Is that how they got? Is that as traditionally has Snack's tribe been? Because traditionally they haven't been ones.
Correct.
Traditionally, it's the Semolo Plateau people that are doing that.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the spotted Malfenda lizard
That's unusual.
is available all throughout Chult, but the red Semolo fern, when you feed it to the spotted lizard, makes them exude some stuff on the back that can be turned into a potent poison.
And they have a bunch of ferns in their chest.
They have fern fragments. It looks like
As
this
a-
chest that is currently being used to store money was formerly used to store fern. So they close the chest, they tie it back up with the lovely strip, and cover it back up.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know what you are, but I am the queen.
greetings, Your Majesty. I'm an elf. It's probably just easier to go with it at this point. I come from a faraway land, and when I came here, my
with the
mother
elves.
sent me with a beautiful family heirloom that I lost due to a small misunderstanding between me and some other people that we don't need to get into right now. But the point is, it is my mother's heirloom cloak, and you know what is tying up your chest? It is a strip of that cloak, and I really need to get it back. I have actually come to Port Nyanzaru on a quest. Can I give you some other rope or something? Can I, like, seriously, like, I actually really do need that back.
What kind of rope?
I don't know, I've got, like, normal rope on me, I guess, or I'll...
no,
no, I
thank you.
don't.
Is that the part of the cloak
Wait.
that the sage had?
No, this is the part that was attached to the part that the sage had. So the sage had sort of the fur ruff from the bottom. This is like another strip torn from slightly above that.
I really need that back. Can I buy it from you? I actually really do need that.
Well,
Help.
I like having our chest firmly attached, and it was with the chest when we received it from the flying undead. So I feel like
Wait,
perhaps
what are the flying undead? Like I said, emissary, number of the land, come here to do very important lizard work, so, you know.
Wait, so are you talking about the spotted Malfanda lizard?
Yes.
Oh boy, here we go again. All right, Moof, could you come over here and explain this? So Tiri comes over. And
Oh,
he's
great.
like,
Here comes
all right.
Moof.
So I know this is confusing, but you guys have to get off our backs about this because it's not all about how much poison we can get. There is an ecosystem here and we live in the jungles. So we're just gonna scrape the backs of the lizards, and it doesn't matter how much you think we should crush them, we would get slightly more. But that's not the point, because if we scrape their backs and use that for the poison, then we can let them go and they're part of the ecosystem. If you crush the lizards after they've eaten the ferns, then yeah, you get a little more of the stuff, but then that's the only time you can
so
use them.
Mora-
Also, it's mean to the lizards.
Mora
I don't know what's
literally-
with you big people. That's it.
Morat is gonna pick up Moof and give him a hug and be like, oh, did you read the pamphlets I was handing out about sustainable lizard agriculture? Oh my god! Snack, your family is amazing!
So he's squirming around. He's like, you don't know how to stack it all. And he's trying to clamber up on top of your head. I don't know why we're doing this.
Oh, you're such a nice little goblin.
Snack's
No,
just
that's awesome. I actually have some pamphlets I was going to hand to you, but now we're totally on the same side. Where did you buy the chest that was wrapped in my cloak, though? I'm totally down with you guys' sustainable lizard farming practices. High five! It's a greeting from Faerun. Yeah! Thanks, Queen! Okay, but seriously, where did that chest come from?
So,
Snack was delighted to see Moof inflicted on someone else, and is a little dismayed that Mora rolled with it so well.
Move a little strident.
but now you got to see Mora inflicted on someone else.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah. Moof deserves what he gets. Moof's
net-
just
it's a net
you
positive
can't
for you.
You can't get a word in edgeways with Moof.
Unless you're me.
Well, I can't physically pick him up and hug him.
Moof just won't shut his moof.
Yeah.
So,
And that's where we get the name.
there was a skeleton. He was kind of burned, and he had an odd triangular hole in his skull. And he had these wings that were strapped to him, and they were also kind of burned. And he describes this sort of wing strap system. And you have seen something like that before, although it wasn't burned at the time. You also know that there was a skeleton with a triangular hole in his skull. Bonton has promised to tell you the story of the triangular hole in his skull, because this was a skeleton named Holy, named by Bonton. But he wasn't all burned when you saw him.
I have a
either.
note to ask you about that.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I forgot
it
about
came up
that.
again.
Yeah.
Look at that.
huh. So you bought it. So you bought the chest from a burned skeleton, a burned magical skeleton with wings.
No. He delivered it to us with a note explaining that if we fed the ferns in the chest to the lizards and crushed them, we could sell the poison, and we would just have to make sure that part of the profits went to a guy who was like in a bank. And we did that, and we got to keep the rest, and it was lots of money, even though we didn't crush the lizards.
Interesting.
It's
Who
very
was-
complicated.
who was
You
your
don't need to worry
contact?
about it too much.
What bank did you have to go
So
to?
basically, there's just someone here that they use, like you would be familiar having been from Waterdeep. Sometimes money is transferred magically through teleportation circles, and this is just like a generic factor
Interesting.
who keeps money.
Holy
As close as we can get to a banker as the
Yeah.
setting allows.
was one of the skeletons who worked for the necromancer, right? Or was like when,
Yeah. Yeah, but has not been.
It sounds like
around
somebody not happy with the Semolo Plateau monopoly on
Yeah.
lizard poison.
Yeah, not only would this destabilize the Semolo Plateau economic system, right? Because they wouldn't have, there's now
It's
a
their chief
competing,
export, yeah.
there's now a competing faction doing lizard poison, and better than them, I might add. So I don't feel that bad, but says Mora.
Yeah, but he was still. They still wanted to crush the lizards, whereas the Materia are like, we don't need to crush the lizards. We can come back and keep harvesting from the lizard over and over.
yeah, but,
So
but the point
this is all
being,
very interesting. We're leaving. Snack coming with us. We're heading west into the mountains.
Here's what I think. if you'll indulge me.
Permit me a moment.
You left them in the first place. I don't really have a clear idea why, but you did. And then you joined that militia. I remember you telling me stories. And then they threw you in prison because, as I remember, you said you were going to leave them. And it seems to me like you don't really belong anywhere, do you? So maybe you should stay with us for a little while. I mean, they're happy to have you back, but you didn't seem to want to be there in the first place.
Your breath smells like a pine forest.
Old dwarven trick.
Oh my god.
It's awful. Let me tell you, holy crap, these things are the worst.
Sorry. Halfway through that, I was just like, all I can smell is buckleys.
The liquid center popped as I was just about to lean in. I'm like, well, here we go.
Sorry.
elves have pretty good hearing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alternately, maybe you leave us because you just leave everyone that you get close to, or not. that.
Working that charisma angle.
I'm just calling it like it is. Snack, you could stay with us and beat your own personal inner demons.
Or if nothing else, find another place where you belong. Maybe when Mora's ready to go back to Faerun, you could go with her.
Yeah, more of me all the time.
And
A long sailing trip together.
Moof is like, also, when you're with them, maybe people won't notice how teeny tiny you are, because they might think you're a normal-sized Batiri.
Just imagine Faerun is a whole continent full of.
I don't see any rope tied to you, but you're getting dragged.
Yeah, wow. Your Majesty, thank you
Yes.
very much for my share of the harvest. This is, I mean, I guess it beats Yazo grain.
That's next, yes.
Oh, you're still doing that? Okay, cool. I can recommend some humans if you need some. I'm just pointing to the other humans. But I think I'm gonna stay with these people for a while.
Well, you know where to find us if you decide you want in on the grains. So our smallest member is leaving. We should give him some food, help him grow, we hope. And so they come up, they have some like candied beetles on a stick, and they make a string of them.
I'm actually really excited to eat these beetles.
They're super delicious.
I can't find them anywhere.
So they give you a string of
I'm like acting
candy.
like I'm not happy about it, but I'm really into these beetles. Thank you. Pack those away for later.
Well, we should do another song.
Oh God.
So they start doing another war chant, and they get their battle masks down, and they're got their spears going, and then they start tossing spears back and forth.
Pull my battle mask down so you can't see my face.
So as soon as your mask comes down, they start getting you into the dance, and
Like he never talked about it
Yeah.
too much when he was in prison, but we're like, he ran away from his tribe
Yeah.
to join like the military,
Yeah.
militia in a group, like join a militia group that hated him,
Yeah.
and they put him in jail. So we've all been like, wow, he must have done something. Like his tribe must be terrible.
Yeah.
He must have done something really bad.
Yeah.
It just turned. They're like the nicest people we've ever met.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like also,
Do you know?
he's not a hugger, and they're very, very affectionate. We'll put it that way. They're very sweet.
they have no concept of personal space.
Oh yeah. Mora's down with these Batiri.
I mean, they are.
But
yeah,
she likes it.
they
Do
do
you
habitually
know-
stand on each other's heads.
Do you know what it's like being the joke of the joke tribe?
Ah.
Does that cancel each other out?
No.
I would say it amplifies it.
Wow.
Wow, he's the most shameful Batiri in all the land.
Well,
And he's ours.
That's okay. You have the powers of an elf to consider.
I don't think that's a real thing.
Armdo thinks it is. So they give you
I
your
feel like
candy
Lemji's.
beetles.
I feel like Lemji's not sure. He's not willing to make a call on it either way. All right, I take my candied beetles.
All right. So I feel like it was probably years before you figured out that these dances were shameful, so you know all the moves and you've practiced all the
Yeah.
spear throwing.
Yeah.
Is this Batiri tribe like the equivalent of a very sweet Midwestern family where everybody just loves each other a lot? And there's like 90 of them.
except
So there are
also-
about 50 of them, but they probably intermarry with some other tribes. But, they all love each other very much and everybody laughs at them.
Aw.
should we mention to them? Isn't the place with all the horrible stuff that we just escaped from like one of the standard Batiri like hunting ground, like where we got the glowing fungus? Like, isn't that where your tribe used to go to do stuff?
They
Oh.
collect the fungus, yes.
Shouldn't we mention to them that
yeah, I
shit's
should tell them
bad
that. Yeah. In the cache, your tribe. No, they always avoided that room anyway.
They avoided the room you stored your stuff in. They
Yeah,
just
which
went
was
to
the room with the
Yeah, but you should probably tell
Oh,
them.
I'm gonna
some sort
tell
of
them.
horrible-
Yeah.
Also
No,
the
good
tree,
call.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Wait,
even in the
except the tree can't be like a new thing, because it's
Well,
like a tree.
But now it's alive.
I mean,
I
we
guess
don't know
maybe it
that,
wasn't
right?
alive before.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll mention to. I'll talk to Moof. I'll let him know.
Oh, and then he's legitimately concerned. He's like, "Are you okay? Did everything there hurt you? Do you need healing? We could bandage you up. Here, you should take
I'm
that
okay.
shirt off."
I'm okay. I'm fine now, but I want you guys to know. You know, there's nothing. Well, there's maybe some magic items there, but you'll probably die. So I wouldn't go there.
Well, all right. So noted. But you're okay. We should give you another group hug. You know, this sounds really traumatic for you. And so he calls everybody over, and he's like the first person to get on your shoulders, and he's like, "Wow, this is the shortest battle stack I've ever been on." And
Yep.
I mean, they only have one joke.
Yeah.
How's the weather
I'm the
down
joke.
there?
You know, I went to school with a guy named Nettleton. And he was really good at telling jokes. And his mother always said that he would never find a career in telling jokes, but I think perhaps Chult needs joke exports after meeting some of these.
As a reminder for those keeping score at home, Snack is 3'7" and 37 pounds.
He's like a tiny toddler.
Yeah.
Well, a medium-sized
It's
toddler.
like a freight train,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
be honest.
Oh yeah. He's got a lot of pent up aggression.
All
Yeah.
that time in the military and the prison has made you like carved out of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried hanging out with like some nomadic humans at one point. That didn't take either. Went back to the tribe. It's just like trying to find. I don't know where Snack would find a place he really feels like he fits in. They'd have to be smaller. Not necessarily. He's doing okay now. This is okay at the moment.
Hey, if you hang
We
out with
spent 4 months bonding in prison.
if you hang out with us, you can be the top part of the stack,
I have been. It's
Yeah.
been great.
because none of us are going to get on your shoulders.
Yeah. No kidding. Just try it.
Excuse me.
All right. Well,
So the Dino Skull tribe says its goodbyes, and you know, one of the girls comes over and she puts a hat on you and says,
hat.
don't be a stranger.
Wait, can I please trade you literally anything for that sash, for that strip of fabric? I have arrows. I have a magic scroll. It turns a dead body into an undead skungler, and I don't know what a skungler is because I'm not around here. But seriously, I have a dark green bag with a spider on it, and it does this, and I do the magical bag of tricks
Oh,
thing.
you do that. All right. So you reach in and you pull out Steve,
Yep.
oh, that's the
and
first time you've actually used the
Oh,
bag.
I've probably been playing with it just in our off time.
you throw Steve.
Which is
Holy
like a
moly.
little fluffy thing.
Yeah.
It's an invisible, fluffy sphere.
Invisible?
How do we know it's an invisible, a fluffy sphere if it's invisible?
Because you can feel it.
Oh, neat.
It's
Okay.
furry.
And then he does my bidding.
What?
All right. So
I want an invisible fluff ball.
this time when Steve comes out, there is a sort of squat, maybe 4 feet tall, 3 feet wide humanoid made out of magma. Now, you've heard myths about that because the dwarfs are terrified of these
We
things.
sure are.
What
They
did
don't
you
usually
do?
come up to the surface.
No.
And as it starts walking, you see the cobblestones under its feet start to sort of sizzle and crack and turn red.
Why did we do this here?
And the people of the city are thinking, is this part of the Batiri show? Is there a dance happening?
What did
And
you
the
do?
Batiri kind of look at the queen. And
That's not small, furry, or invisible.
well, it was when she pulled it out of the bag. So this mythical molten magma monster is going to just start wandering around burning things unless you...
Stop!
So it kind of turns.
How close are we to the river, Dale?
Relatively close. I will be guided by you.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry. Hey, lava friend. Let's... Magma man. Can we walk into the river very slowly? And can everybody step away from the magma thingamabob that came out of my bag?
Kind of nods and he reaches out to take your hand.
No, I will just point.
You did say we.
We're gonna walk together, but not touching. I don't like to do stuff like that on the first date. My hot companion. Says and giggles to herself.
Look what Tinder brought.
So you're gonna walk him into the river?
Very slowly.
What? Can't you disapparate him or something?
No! He either vanishes the next dawn or when it reaches 0 hit points. But he might take damage from being in the water or harden to rock.
Or boil the river.
Wait, this is a thing that you know could happen?
Well, this is on the list.
What are the chances?
I don't know. It just says you throw it and it turns into a creature. It's never turned into a lava man, a magma friend,
Can you
a
make
hot
him,
boy.
just make him stand in the river and say, "Don't move,"
Yes, that's
and
exactly
wait till tomorrow.
That's absolutely my plan is stay here and watch the river until the sun comes up again.
So there are boats in the river.
Oh my god! Not like right next to the boats.
So if he gets
So much steam.
into the river, yes, there's a very great deal of steam, and he's obviously not liking this. And he sort of steps in and he looks back at you.
Oh my god! Stay there, buddy.
You brought this creature into the world so that you could kill it.
I thought it would turn into
Torture
a golden
first.
retriever.
Yeah, in a horrible, slow.
I thought it would turn into a golden retriever. Or the,
No, it's a lava puppy. Good job.
it's a hot boy. It's a little hot boy.
Moof is like, I didn't think she was sincere about wanting us to not squash those lizards. I knew she was a lizard squasher.
Oh no.
I promise you she's not a lizard squasher. We spent 4 months in prison because she was trying to save the lizards.
So he goes and talks to the queen. And he comes over and he gives you the fragment. And he's like, just stop torturing innocent creatures. And then they leave.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Have I become that was what I hate the most. I just didn't want to burn down Port Nyanzaru because it's the first place that hasn't been crappy in Chult.
You haven't even got there yet. We don't know if it's
Yeah,
crappy.
we're like in the suburbs of Port Nyanzaru. We're in Port Nyanzaru Surrey edition.
Well, I mean, it wasn't crappy until we got here, I guess. Now it's.
So now what are you going to do with Magma?
Yeah.
Man?
There's some screaming because a kid has come up with an oar and started splashing him with water and is giggling, and he's just standing there enjoying the water.
I'm sorry, little hot boy. Come back up here.
Gets out of the river and walks over to you, cracks sizzle.
Well, now what do we do?
I don't know. This creature is friendly to you and vanishes either the next dawn or when it reaches 0 hit points.
What's the surrounding terrain like?
There's a.
You're on a city street. You're near the outskirts.
Is there a blacksmith's furnace we can put him on or in or nearby? Can we be useful? Is there
You can find a blacksmith. I'm sure this is a big city.
I don't want to walk him that far. I'm gonna fold up the cloak and just like secret amongst my person.
Holy shit.
Like, if you're not prepared to take care of the earth.
This is what my mother said when I wanted I don't know what the D&D
magma
equivalent.
monster?
No, what the D&D equivalent of like a gerbil would be. She said I wasn't mature enough to take care of her, and now
Yes.
I'm beginning to understand why.
I think this is what the D&D equivalent of a gerbil is. This is the Chult equivalent of a gerbil.
All right. Hey, hot boy. I'm really sorry. I didn't think standing in the water would hurt you. Do you want a name?
So,
Your name is Smokey. Come on, Smokey.
Smoke on the water.
And if I set fire to a large residential district, definitely fire in the sky.
Picked a bad time to drink that coffee. Well, now, sorry, Dale. Go ahead.
No, if you have an idea.
No, I
let's
just
hear
now,
it.
I was
have no clue.
just gonna be like, well, now what are we supposed
I've
to do?
absolutely been hoisted by my own petard.
So we were going to, like, you guys have some shopping lists, and we're abstracting away you guys going shopping because
Yeah.
these people don't want to watch you look through the PHP.
Sure. But this seems to be kind of infringing upon our shopping time, doesn't
Right.
it? Like,
Can just somebody go into Tim and get me some studded leather armor and a couple of healing kits, please? I'll stay here with Smokey.
Just put in a mobile order.
sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll do your shopping on your behalf.
We're gonna learn some dance moves, and then maybe we'll busk for change. I used to do this
For molten copper.
when my mom did not give me lunch money for the elf cafeteria.
Great. So, you have do you have performance of any sort?
I mean, that's
She's got
charisma.
Higher
Mention-
charisma than she had earlier.
What's the trick is, what's the lava monster's charisma?
Definitely 0.
Dun, dun,
Hey, you don't know that.
dun, dun,
Could be a really fancy lava monster.
Has WotC released the 5th edition book on lava monster dance moves yet? There's a supply book for that,
Little like,
You'd
give him
think.
like a little rock top hat. I don't know.
right? Rockets.
I have nothing in performance, but
Okay.
but you know, I'll do roll.
You got charisma though.
I've got some charisma.
Just try to brute force it.
It is a performance is a charisma check.
It is.
All right. So what do you want me to just roll a d20?
Yes, please.
Okay. 11.
11. All right. So, I think that with an 11, you make some money and people are happy, and the guard comes by and tells you that you're damaging the street and you're not allowed to do this, and they escort you to city limits.
Okay.
And you walk out into the rain, which is very distressing to Smokey.
Oh.
But I'm going to deal with everybody else.
Smokey needs a little teeny weeny umbrella.
So,
Man, it would immolate if you held it,
You
but
can sell that, right?
like you have a lot of money on your own now too, right?
I guess I do.
Yeah, but I mean, we can add to the pile, and I'm the only one who's been collecting random ephemera to sell. So
you can use it.
I
I
sure
have a few
can.
things, but I don't have anything much to sell.
all right, I'm gonna sell this carp necklace.
I have this terrible water skin that's
Yeah,
covered
no
in
one's giving you any money for
it's
that.
covered in poison.
So, my big question is, are you selling me your red sphere of Timok demon summoning?
Absolutely not. I'm hoping to use that when the times get real tight. But
Fair.
I will sell you back the carved necklace, which is just very pretty, and I'll sell you back the soft bulbous necklace, which allows one of us to just straight up escape with none of our gear.
You'll get a bunch of money for that.
Yeah, so you can just have these back. I'll put them
Yeah.
in
Sure.
your pile.
Like I feel like we don't really, like we wouldn't really want to use that anyway. So
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, I
It
was,
just means one person.
well, it's also either Beej or Kathleen.
because when I disappear, Kathleen can pick it up, and then she can
You have to be a
disappear.
magic user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great if we're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if either of you had splashed into
Sorcerer.
like sorcerer or cleric or something this level.
Yeah.
Okay. So then to that end, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get the chainmail and the shield that I want.
All right.
And maybe we should replace your water skins. Or
I
you-
have
No, he
I
has
have
it
a regular
right,
one as
right,
well.
that's right.
So you guys do the shopping.
Yeah.
I have breastplate now.
It's like we get like one of those suiting up montages.
You should consider drinking that magic potion.
Yeah, at some point.
So it's
If I'm not gonna hit people, I should do it.
suiting up
No,
montage.
it's like an ongoing thing.
Everyone puts on armor. Every once in a while, cuts back to Dante just kind of reading a book.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I don't want any. It's fine.
And Mora is assembling some like palm fronds over Smokey so he doesn't get rained on.
Yeah.
Smoky, a little more smoky than he was previously.
That does help. I mean, they can cure more people. Because I can cast any one of these.
He was brought forth into a world of pain. And after a while, he'll get to go home again to the plane of fire or wherever he's from. Where there isn't water. to
This
hurt
bag
him.
is more powerful than I thought it was. I thought it would be like a little,
Well, actually, one thing I would like to do while there's, I guess, maybe while people are buying stuff is see. I don't know. I don't quite know why they would do it, but see if there's any info on my journals. I guess I would be looking for. I suppose I probably flatter myself in thinking that like there will be like new information in there that like people would be like, oh shit, check out this new thing that's super cool.
Right.
So I don't know if there's like a used bookseller
Yeah.
or somewhere where the people who had come from Semolo Plateau to sell things would have sold that too.
So there's a factor. He's independent. He deals with a lot of import-export, but he usually deals with the Semolo Plateau stuff. You can know about him if you want to. His name's Dahur. You definitely know about him. When
You know where you should check. This guy Dahur.
Alrighty. Yeah, I guess I will go and talk to him and see if that is a thing that he is. Is he from Semolo Plateau?
No,
Oh.
and he's not affiliated with them officially. He's just the usual business contact.
he's their
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
But he deals with a lot of people as well. Like he doesn't have any necessarily any loyalty to the plateau.
Right. Okay. So, Dahur, yeah. There was a journal that may have mistakenly been put in the trade goods. That was a journal that with all sorts of information of my travels across the city. Name is Donde. It's like written on the inside.
And
found-
this journal, it would have come from the Semolo Plateau.
Yes, yeah.
It's-
Recently, in the last couple months.
I have not had anyone from them in 7 or 8 months.
So
Huh.
the group of adventurers from the Semolo Plateau that had all the trade goods never made it here?
Yes, Raf and his group, they were here 7 or 8 months ago, yes.
But 7 or 8 months ago. Not
7
More-
or 8 months ago.
not more recently than that.
Right.
'Cause
I
they
have
were
not
s-
had anyone since then.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I did get a whole bunch of the Semolo poison this week, but some Batiri brought that in.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
right. I guess they are undercutting the plateau, aren't they?
Well, yeah.
Are you from the plateau? Because I'm afraid I can't give you as much for your poison as I usually could because I've just had an influx. I'll give you, say, 50 gold per dose.
All right.
Still
well,
a lot of money.
I'll let them know. So, you haven't heard anything from those adventurers that had come through 6 or 8 months ago.
Yeah, they came in and they brought me some poison and I gave them their money and they took some trade goods and went back to the plateau
But and
7 or 8 months ago.
and since then you haven't heard anything from them.
Right.
All right. Okay. Thanks for your time.
Huh.
So
I mean, Mora's not
So
here.
we
but-
knew that they had never come back, but we assumed that they had gotten here, and for some.
so they have.
Well,
they
but,
did get here.
but there was a
No, they didn't
adventuring
get-
party that left like a month before we got out of prison, right?
Yeah,
and then
Certainly
went missing.
after you went in prison.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the group he's talking about, we know, made it back.
So this group makes several trips a year
Yeah.
between the plateau and Port Nyanzaru.
Yeah.
We'll assume they're the only group that does that.
so they
Right,
made it
because
so-
it's dangerous in the jungle.
Yeah.
And so they made a trip 7 or 8 months ago. Fine.
They
Yeah.
would have made it back
And
to
then
Port
we know
Nyanzaru.
that they left to do a trip like a month ago.
Or even
After
less.
you were in jail is what
Right.
they
More
were making
recently.
it.
Because the mayor was like, our adventurers have never come back, and I sent them
And
to
they
get
never
stuff
came
for
back.
us.
Right.
Yeah.
So
We assumed that they got waylaid on the way back,
Right.
but I
They
guess
never
they
even
got
got
waylaid
here.
on the way there.
Now, they were the ones carrying our stuff.
Presumably,
Is the
yeah.
assumption, yeah.
Yeah, except you know where our stuff ended up. As our stuff ended up somewhere connected to Holy and Abu Nihar, because the chest that the goblins got from Holy, which is a very special magical necromantic skeleton that you know personally
Yeah.
is such a thing,
Except
had a strip of my cloak tied around the chest holding it together, which means that's where our stuff went, which meant Abu Nihar screwed with the adventurers and is
my-
trying to run Semolo Plateau out of business because he was telling that your tribe how to make poison.
And my battle mask ended up with those humans that
They were coming
back.
for the wedding party.
The mayor's
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
So that was before the group left, and the mayor gave his sister a bunch of trade goods as a wedding present,
Okay.
and one of them was your battle mask.
Interesting.
He's like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't think
so
it's
that's
any-
not actually connected.
No, but my cloak and the journal is definitely connected.
Yeah.
in the middle
so
sphere.
it's
would
possible
assume so,
that
yeah.
Abu Nihar is not the keeping out of everything like he usually does.
Well, except that it doesn't. When we visited, I can't remember. When we visited Avanihar, did he have any skeletons walking, or any undead walking around at all who were wearing wings that were like grafted to them? Was that something
No.
No,
that he
but-
was doing? It wasn't he?
They were strapped.
Yeah, he strapped a set of wings to himself,
and he
was using
flew
them.
down out of an upper story. Like he has
Yeah.
one tower that he likes, and he's on like the 7th story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he may have given those wings to a
Like he might have been,
to a skeleton that he wanted to be able to fly.
yeah, or to like see if it actually worked or not.
But the point being, that skeleton made a delivery.
A lightly toasted skeleton.
I'm just thinking that it's all like obviously the place to go is to go back to see him, but we shouldn't straight up assume because there could be more than one necromancer on Shelf.
It's possible, except this skeleton specifically is Abu Nihar's skeleton.
Yeah, but when you're under the thrall of something, does that necessarily mean that that's where you are forever? Like, what if Holy went out somewhere and then something else, like another necromancer turned him to
we
work
know
for him?
we know of two necromancers,
Yeah.
Abu Nihar and you.
And I'm not a necromancer.
And Jolly was controlling Holy when you met it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But
You
you
know
needed
Balia now.
You needed a staff.
That's
or
true. A wand, yeah.
wand to do that.
yeah.
I also want to remind you that you have some money waiting for you in Port Nyanzaru.
Oh yes, I do.
Okay,
but
as
I'm
long as you
stuck
haven't
outside
forgotten
in
that.
Port Nyanzaru roasting marshmallows over top of my smoky friend.
So it sounds like then the second step from here is once we conclude our business in Port Nyanzaru, we head back towards Avanihar to find out what the hell's going
I
on.
mean, we want to go that anyway because we got to get the fungus back to
Yeah,
him.
we may as well.
But maybe he sent us to get this fungus because he knew that we would die doing it. Maybe he knew that there's something wrong with where the fungus was.
Yes, absolutely. I could believe that could be true too.
He's a few screws loose.
Alrighty.
So have we sort of split up then?
I guess a little bit, yeah.
I think so, but I'm trying to sort of bring
Get us
everything
all back
back
together.
in.
Yeah.
Maybe we have this chat as I'm roasting a marshmallow.
Maybe
Or
it's
like
the
a
next
wiener.
day.
Yeah. Maybe
Hey,
we're done.
yeah.
Is that fine?
Okay.
Smokey has gone back to a place that's dry, where he's happier.
I feel legitimately very bad about Smokey.
Yes, he telling terrible stories about how the material plane is so horrible.
Poor Smokey.
Just straight up the idea of like, no, look, watch this. Oh no, wait, I'll make him walk into the water, and the Bateria is just kind of like, what is
Watch
this
this.
horrible woman
I
doing?
can summon this creature and then torture it.
Yeah,
so give me back my cloak.
yeah, like you're proving a
Or-
point, right?
Or it's like, and hey, I'll give you this bag, and you can summon creatures and torture them if you want.
Elves are weird.
I'm an ambassador for my race.
Dark elves are really messed
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Okay, it's the next day. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good with that.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we've had all this discussion over whatever the Chilton equivalent of brunch is.
Well, you
Sure.
have, and now
brunch,
that
yeah.
Smokey is disapparated, you could go catch your contact.
Yeah, let's go talk to my contact.
I mean, you do have 3 uses a day out of your spider bag.
I don't think I need to intimidate anybody right now.
All right.
Next time it's gonna be like, all right, lava monster, here we come, and it's just like a little frog or something.
Yeah, probably. I'm using that next time we go into combat.
So Hyavran Kava is your contact. She's a dragonborn. Her cousin is the one who, back in Waterdeep, sent you here. So you met the cousin in Waterdeep. You came here. You talked to Hyavran Kava. She put the group together, sent all of you out to the Semolo Plateau. You're the only one who made it alive. This was your story.
Oh, I know. I
don't
know. It was a bunch of morons who went out there.
I don't know if they died or if they just
was.
split the party or
Oh,
what happened.
I'm sure a couple of them gave up. Right? Somebody got eaten by one of the dinosaurs, and then that directly precipitated like several people then turning around, including, you know, something about seeing someone, the life drain out of their face in front of your eyes. You know, that can put you off, make your mind change. But yeah, let's go talk to her, because I have some very good progress
Should
to
we,
report.
Should we come along?
Yes, come along. This is a very nice lady who cares very much about lizards.
She's not going to mind us coming with you.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Maybe she doesn't remember what the rest of the adventuring party looked like.
Fair. She's going to be like, oh yes, I remember hiring a tabaxi, a batiri, and an albino hill dwarf. Yes.
Your mic is touching your neck.
We like wizards. Or
There you
we
go.
like
No, you're
lizards,
good there.
I should say.
You're good.
Lizards?
It is.
Lizards. Lizards, woo.
Woo.
Sorry,
That's the spirit!
I'm getting my character down.
Yeah.
So Hyavran Kava has kind of red scales, and she has, we could call it an office. She does various things of business. You're going to have to wait, but then after a few minutes, someone leaves the office, and you see her inside doing some sort of paperwork.
Yeah, excellent. Yavrin, what's up, my good dragon person?
You look familiar.
I am Mora. I am the elf from Faerun, who you hired to spread the word of humanitarian lizard harvesting. I went to Semolo Plateau.
Right. And she bends down, she gets a book and brings it and flips it through. Yes, Mora. How did you do?
Well, I rescued 2 lizards, but I distributed a lot of pamphlets, and I'm happy to report that I ran into a lizard poison harvesting group that was run by a bunch of Batiri, and they have gone with more humane lizard harvesting methods.
Wait, are they taking over the plateau?
No, it's just like a competitive. It's like a competitive unit.
What, are they making the same poison?
They are, but they're
Where are they
making
getting the ferns? So there are 2 groups making this poison now?
Yes, but the Batiri are like, no, we don't need to crush the lizards. We can gently and sustainably harvest it. So I consider that a win.
Right, yes, because that's what we care about. So good. Yes, because we are caring about the lizard welfare. So can you tell me more about these Batiri?
I have no, like, I don't know.
What, do you know the tribe name?
No. They
What
all,
do their masks look like?
They weren't wearing, all Batiri look the same to me. I'm an elf.
All right. Well,
I'm glad she's not helping as much as.
so it says here I owe you some money. So just a moment. And she gets a lockbox out and she does a bunch of fancy lock stuff.
Bird masks.
Bird
And
masks? Were they bird masks?
Bird masks.
Bird masks.
all right.
Feathers.
Sorry.
Lots of feathers.
Sorry, I met another Batiri on the way,
Beaks.
and he can tell them apart.
All right.
Very different.
So, Kava writes down a whole bunch of notes as you're describing all this. And she gives you your 500 gold coins, as promised.
Holy moly.
That was in her background.
Wow.
I might not really like my tribe a huge amount, but I don't want a dragonborn to be mad at them.
So, this is a great start. What I need with the Semolo Plateau, especially with this good group creating poison, is a more permanent solution. So, I will give you 10 times that if you make sure that the Semolo Plateau never has the opportunity to crush another lizard for its poison. She writes down that she has made you this offer.
Interesting. I'm not sure how I would accomplish that, but
I
let me
don't
think
either.
about it, and I'll get back to you.
Well, when you do, all I'm going to do is
Such
is
an
this
amazing environmentalist.
permanent, and I'll just use magic to determine that they will never again be doing that. And if the magic says yes, this has been accomplished, then you get 10 times what I just gave you. For example, I noticed that you're with a dwarf. Perhaps the plateau is seismically unstable. Could you topple it?
I'll get
That would
back.
work.
I'll think about that. These are all very creative ideas.
Could I?
Could you topple it?
Never tried before.
What?
Is that a thing dwarves can do?
Why are you so worried about this poison?
Because the lives of lizards are more important than the lives of people who just want to kill people.
Yeah, no, and I'm with you there.
All right,
But
that's all.
It seems like you're a little more concerned about the poison than the lizards.
Oh, that's just my accent. This isn't my first language.
Deception is for me to deceive someone else.
Yes,
It's
you're
insight.
I
looking
can
for
persuade-
insight.
I would 100% fail an insight check.
All right,
I wouldn't.
I'm going to try it anyway. May I?
go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I try too?
Of course.
No, I got a 14, but
Ooh! I got an 18.
nice.
My wisdom modifier is a -1, but I rolled a
Same.
19.
It's really good.
I rolled a 15. So 14.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, wow.
So, she straight up is not telling you everything.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean,
Oops, knocking
That
stuff over.
I guess that didn't require a huge amount of insight to figure out. Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's worth a shot.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Snack and Mora are not the most perceptive people.
And I mean, I rolled a 4. I got a lot more than a 4.
Well,
It's not like we're going to be able to compel her into telling us the
No,
truth.
absolutely not.
And
now
she's
you-
giving you money, and she's offering you a job.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, my lady. It was great meeting you. Another Faerun high five. Oh, let's bounce.
Bounce on.
It's just slang. Let's go.
Oh,
man, all these weird Faerun words you use.
Also, I've noticed this group likes to hear job offers and then say no, so I'm just giving you another chance.
Wow.
We didn't say no.
We just said, well, that's a very interesting offer. Let us get back to you. Can we repair to a tavern to discuss a dark tavern to discuss
Absolutely.
our options
That
here?
sounds like us.
shouldn't we have been there like 7 sessions ago?
In a dark tavern?
Yeah. Like, you
Oh.
begin in a dark tavern.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah, I started you in jail.
Yeah.
all right. Okay.
So tell me about this dark tavern.
Remember when we were in jail? That was so nice.
It's called the Beholder and Bucket.
It was a lot less stressful.
Oh yeah, it's totally a tourist trap, although we don't know it because it's like right on a main street in Port Nyanzaru.
Yeah.
And so like we're paying at least like 1.5 times as much as we should for our drinks, but we're all flush with cash, so we're all fine with it. And that has some very nice. It has like the Chaltian equivalent of the plowman's lunch, the dinosaur's lunch, the fungal dinosaur's lunch. It's got like a nice cheese and some bread.
The swingy sign is
Yeah,
like
and a mushroom.
it's like-
Perfect.
It's like a wood carving of a beholder wearing a bucket on his head. Like looks a little
It's one of
inebriated.
those like chain taverns though, where it's like all the branding is the same on the outside, and all the waitresses on the inside are wearing like the same like very tight short-skirted tunic.
They do these amazing Chaltian eggs where they bread them and cook them and then you eat them but they're massive because they're
From dinosaurs.
they're from dinosaurs, so they're
Yeah,
these
yeah.
huge.
Scotch eggs.
Yes.
Oh my god, I
Huge
would love
chult
that.
eggs.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a Scotch egg like as big as your head.
And they take
Fred Flintstone always had the most amazing meals.
they take these hot peppers that grow in the forest wild and they hollow them out and they stuff them with cheese and then they deep fry those as well. And
Oh yeah, let's get some fried food.
No, I'm hungry.
Jalapeno poppers, really? Wow.
I mean, this is like one of those
tourist trap, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
like
no.
it's like it used
How much
to be.
tourism is there in Chult?
Well, Port Nyanzaru is about the only place.
Yeah, it's literally
Yeah,
the
there's
only
probably got
place.
tons of
Right.
tourism.
You don't go outside the resort.
People,
Yeah.
And people probably come here from the rest of Chult to like drink and eat. right? And like eat foreign foods and
Everyone
stuff like
enjoys
that.
a yard of ale.
Yeah. We're the Chelsea equivalent of a Moxie's.
Yeah.
So this like used to be a dive bar, but then it kind of got like gentrified
No,
into
it's
a real.
built-
Senor Dire Frogs.
It was built to look old, but it's actually
Yeah.
new.
Senior Dire.
All right.
That was fun. All right, we're going back to Aberdeen.
No, let's discuss.
Okay,
Let's discuss.
keep
We got
talking.
our fried. We got our jalapeno poppers
Sure.
and our mushroom lunch.
What do we need to do?
Okay, so what the F is up? Okay, first of all, I was under the, now of course I was not as wise and as worldly as I am today. But when I went out on this trip, I was under the impression that I was being asked to save the lizards, not to undermine the entire economy of the Semolo Plateau. And they don't seem that bad. There was that nice lady who had a rug there. She was okay.
Counterpoint. They put him in prison
Yeah,
because he
counterpoint,
happened to
they
be
are-
different.
They are terrible.
They put me in prison because I have a tattoo. They put you in prison because you were holding a lizard, and I know that because it was in the intro. They put him in prison because he actually stole something, and that was probably the best thing to do. No offense, Snap.
They were dicks.
Okay, but what I'm
got a
saying
good
here
point.
is that, like, okay, let us look at the facts here, my good dudes. Sorry. I'm really into role-playing Mora today.
Hooray. Are you short of inspiration? Because you can have inspiration.
Oh, I'm full up.
I'm good. Okay, so here's the facts.
I'll take
First of all, like, regardless of what they did to us on the Semolo Plateau, as unjust as it was, we've got, like, somebody who's, like, who can either is Avu Nihar or, like, his badass, like, his evil twin, who can also control skeletons with triangle holes in their heads, giving the poison duplication, like the poison making information to a Batiri tribe, which seems weird because that would undermine the Semolo Plateau. The adventurers that are going to and from the Semolo Plateau have disappeared and had never come back. All of the stuff that they shipped out to be sold never made it to Port Nyanzaru, instead ended up with some guy who, you know, like who like passed on the poison making thing. And now my contact, who's supposed to be like, save the lizards, is more like, just stop them making poison. What did the Semolo Plateau do to people to make them so angry? Who did they throw in jail before us?
Yeah, maybe they threw somebody in
So-
jail who wasn't supposed to be in jail.
You know who's
Maybe.
the key to all this? Peg leg.
No!
Actually, no. Actually, you know who is the key to this? And something that I realize I'm going to, with some of the papers I have,
Oh my god.
I'm going to make like a sketch of friggin' Bebo.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
And maybe start showing that picture like around and see if anybody has seen anybody who looks like this.
So, what kind of showing pictures of squeaky-voiced people to strangers skill do you have that you want to roll?
I have investigation, but I'm not good at it.
I'm in good at investigation. I want to help, Dante.
God, if it
People
was the
love
next
talking
day.
to me.
All right.
We're probably looking for more of a charisma type thing than an intelligence type thing.
If you ask people, I will assist you with my drawing.
Excellent sketching
Oh,
skills.
that gives you advantage.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. All right.
That way I don't have to actually do it. I'll just give you advantage.
Okay.
While they're doing that,
Yeah.
Bonton, can you tell me about Holy?
Christ, I hope so.
19.
See how this goes.
Amazing. Good things happen. I want to hear the story.
Okay.
Because yes to whatever you're about to say.
Yeah, thank you.
If you take water and then bless it.
So Holy was probably the easiest to identify skeleton that still had both of its legs.
Holy undead skeleton, Batman.
And possessed very strong bones, so we used him to do an awful lot of manual labor for us. Usually, where we would need 2 skeletons, we would only have Holy come in and do it as well. And I named Holy because nobody else seemed to be bothered to actually refer to him in any sort of way. They just pointed and said, "You." Holy showed up one day when we were scouring the forests and found a large man's body that had been mostly picked to pieces by the surrounding fauna, and he had a big triangular-shaped hole in his head. We've spoken about that before. And he was made into. So we resurrected him, and he eventually lost all of his not bones, and we pulled him into service with us. He'd been in service for well over at least a year, I think, before I left, and was captured and put in prison for the months that we were together.
How to make a skeleton, get a person, and take away all the things that aren't bones.
Ebony always felt very attached to Holy, in fact, and would make him a regular subject of his experiments, which is, I think, why he created a set of wings that were suited for him in the first place. But I thought he was just going to do that to skeletons. It scared the hell out of me when I saw him floating down from the uppers. I think there's something wrong with Avunihar. I never expected he would attach the wings to his own back like that, even though he's strapped in like that. This seems very dangerous. But looks fun, though.
Better than hang gliding.
Beats the hell out of a hang glide.
So, if it was Holy that delivered this chest, does that mean it would be coming from Avunihar?
I mean, it stands to reason. I've never seen a chest like that at the stronghold exactly, but then again, I've been gone for months. Who's to say what could have happened in the meantime? That chest could have, for example, could have been from the Semolo Plateau and perhaps had been dragged out with all of our stuff in it, and maybe Avunihar had killed the party oh goodness, there's a whole bunch of things start to run together now all of a sudden, don't they?
Like, the chest was full of red ferns, and the
Oh
only
my
place you can
goodness.
get red ferns is Semolo Plateau.
Yes.
But they wouldn't send those away.
No,
'cause
there's no
they
reason
would
to.
keep them.
They would not voluntarily send those away.
You know where else you could get
Something-
red ferns was maybe you had this incredibly necromantically maintained garden. Even if they were
Yes.
fidgety little bastards that need to be misted every 30 minutes, you'd have plenty of people who could do it for you.
We had a hell of a
People.
garden, it's true.
People.
Also, something very bad.
Hands.
We think something bad happened in Semolo Plateau just as we were leaving.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, somebody was trying to kill the sage and the mayor, weren't they?
That,
Well,
I
don't know. Some sort
we
of
don't
plot-
actually know that. That was
Some
just
sort
what
of
we were.
plotline hook we ignored.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was just what we were guessing.
Yeah.
I think from our
Some
conversation
plot happened on the plateau.
From our conversation with Avunihar, he
We'll get there
told
eventually.
us, because we told him what was going on with the sage and the mayor.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, that's what happens when the death plague takes over,
Yeah.
is what he said. So it's like, we've been told that's what's going on. He's aware that thing is happening, and he didn't want to get into the whole thing of that, yeah, this is just a thing that's happening now. Like, that's all it says, like, this is a thing that's happening now. He didn't say anything about that he did it, or he didn't do it, or he's trying to stop it. He just said, that's just a thing that's happening now.
Maybe the thing that's happening now, the death plague, is just somebody is using this as the perfect time to strike.
Right?
Right? The leadership is already unstable.
I feel like, yeah, the death
Right?
thing, I think, is a bigger deal than just Avunihar.
Yeah, because he
Because
said...
not even Avunihar
like-
can do that, can he?
Raised Dead is, I mean, this is maybe outside of the campaign. We didn't learn this, but we learned it at the beginning in discussions that we know that Raised Dead doesn't work on Chult.
Avunihar would have been able to tell you that while you were visiting with him.
So he
Yeah.
would know that as well, so it's kind of like, that's probably not something he did, because that seems like an awfully big thing to do, and that wouldn't be a thing he would stop. But maybe he's behind what's going on. Maybe he is trying to, like basically destroy Semolo Plateau, because he's like, hey, Raised Dead doesn't work. I can upset the power structure, if this is actually him doing it.
I think Raised Dead, it would be a little bit tricky to tell right away, because Raised Dead requires that you're willing. Like, I have this vision of young Mora, her dad's dead, her mom is like shrilly screaming at the clerics she's just paid them to bring back your dad, and the clerics are like, yes, why wouldn't he want to come back to this instead of staying in paradise? But,
Ouch.
Wow.
What a tragic backstory.
I mean, if you don't like it, it's not the backstory. But the point is that you can't always tell, like, whether your Raised Dead worked, because if it doesn't work, it might just be, the person didn't want to come back.
Yeah.
But then people who were raised from the dead fine have started to get sick.
With this death curse.
Which seems like a related thing.
So initially, both the sage and the mayor said, hey, if you want to work for me, I'll give you a bunch of trade goods. I'll send you to Port Nyanzaru, and you can get some stuff that'll hopefully treat my symptoms or make this better or something.
And we didn't do that.
Right.
I have a shopping list.
But
That was
the
Yeah.
gathering list.
That's
for
the gathering list
party.
of
Yeah.
things that they want
We
us to
don't
do.
know what he would need. What are the chances there's anybody here in Port Nyanzaru that actually would know what he needs? Are there alchemists?
I don't know. I mean,
I mean,
again,
this is like a major gathering point, right?
again, we don't necessarily care.
I mean, I kind of care a little bit because, like, a lot of people who aren't lizard smashers live on the Semolo Plateau. Like, there are innocent children and other people. And, like, your friend from the watch who was, like, she was real stoned when she was supposed to be watching the bridge. That, wait, got cut out? That somebody cut out the bridge.
Yeah.
Like, there's some serious, like, the more
Yeah.
I think about it, the more somebody has it in for the Semolo Plateau.
Yeah.
More than just the
That definitely-
necromancer being like, I'm going to do a thing to do with whatever.
I mean-
because why would he have
Now
done?
that we've-
How could he have cut the things?
We've done uncovered,
Now that
Laura
we've
says while swishing a drink.
Well, now that we've come down from
A large-scale economic plot
now that we've
to corner the prison trade.
Yes. Go ahead,
May
Sam.
I? Now that we've come down from the high of escaping and sort of had some perspective on what's going down at Semolo Plateau, now we're like, wait a minute. Something really, really bad is happening.
Something's gone wrong.
Yeah.
These people may be jerks, but they shouldn't. They're not like jerks worthy of death. They're jerks worthy of a stern finger waggle.
Well, no, because we killed several of them.
Yeah.
Well, no, we
Some
killed
of them were jerks that were worthy of death.
some of the other prisoners.
I'm sure we can
think
work
we
all
just
this
knocked
out
them all out.
after we get to figuring out after we figure out the mystery.
We definitely didn't knock out everybody.
I think. Is it a stronger? Okay, so then staying here isn't going to teach us anything.
No.
So we have two possible destinations. We either go back to Avanihar's stronghold, deliver him his stuff, and then start asking questions, which might make it very hard to leave. Or we go to
That
the
seems like the end game
Well, but
encounter.
one's on the way to the other, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Ebony Hars is on the way. And
Yeah.
don't we want to help out?
Like, we still gotta help
Bahalia?
out and get
I
the,
would agree.
get the glowing stuff back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Bebo is running around.
So yes, let's.
And I
let's-
haven't forgotten.
Yeah. So let's.
Yeah.
You made some nice rolls.
All right. So let's probably find out what the deal. Like, if we want to find out what happened on Semolo Plateau, he's the
Somebody
one to talk
framed
to.
us too, or somebody framed Donde.
But we can't
For
unless
arson.
So unless we're able to find
Unrelated
Bebo or
to this.
find a
This is
clue
4
that
months
leads us to
ago.
Bebo, we would have to start going back. So
Yeah.
you guys have already started showing stuff around, right?
Yep.
So okay.
So it's difficult to find out because it's a big city and not everybody's going to recognize him. But he's got that squeaky voice, and you're very persuasive. And it turns out that Bebo has been showing up like once a month or so on average for years. He just comes to Port Nyanzaru, and sometimes he
How?
buys supplies. Well, they don't find that out.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, no, I'm just sort of like,
A guy by himself in the jungle, like an idiot like that, making
it
his
takes
way.
a week.
Yeah. So he goes, he does
How
a
is
thing,
it-
and then he comes back. So he's always gone.
Yeah, but Bebo wasn't like gone for like 2 weeks out of the month, was he?
Right.
So he has
There's
some
a
sort of
Sometimes he came
teleportation
here
circle.
he has
twice.
some sort of fast travel method.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abu Nihar has a teleportation circle too.
And we found that one that was under the other place. I mean, there are lots of teleportation circles, obviously.
So
Malga did tell you that Bebo is not capable of casting spells.
Yeah.
so
That she
he's-
knows.
He's using a teleportation circle.
so Bebo.
Or he can cast spells.
Yeah, I guess so. He comes once a month or so. Has he come like in the past couple days? I
No.
guess. Okay.
So he hasn't come recently then.
Right.
Not
For
since
what
we saw him. Yeah.
reason did he come?
He comes, he buys supplies, he goes to a show, he just likes to come to town.
Mostly just boring kind of stuff.
Yeah, sometimes he peddles a little bit of black market poison to get a bit of money.
Huh.
So he's like I feel like he's maybe like an inside man or something on something here.
He doesn't sell the poison to Dahur.
He's definitely top of my probably the guy who framed me list.
Okay.
Which is not a really long list, but
On account of suspiciously running into the woods.
and also just being generally super suspicious.
There's that.
All right. Well,
If we know he comes in once a month and he hasn't been the last couple days, I mean, waiting here for him to show up is maybe not a great idea, especially because it's been however long it's been since we've been trying to get to a place.
well, also if he had like a teleportation circle, like say in Semolo Plateau,
Right.
that he was secretly using, he can't do that anymore
Or
because he
just-
got chased away.
Just outside of Semolo Plateau. Because he
Like
did
where he
leave,
ran away.
right?
Yeah,
he
it's
ran away.
true.
Maybe he ran towards a circle.
Well, he
If that's
didn't-
the case, that means he has a fast way back and forth, which means there might be a circle here that we can use to get back to Semolo Plateau in a big hurry.
I mean,
Yeah, but how do you find somebody's teleportation circle?
like presumably there are a bunch of teleportation circles in
In Port Nanzaro.
Port Anzaru, but we don't know where they go.
Right, and none of them are available to the public.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like a bus.
And there definitely isn't a publicly accessible one that goes
What
back
about-
to Semolo Plateau.
Right.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have been spending 2 months to get here over and over again.
Yeah. I suppose like we have enough money that we could make those kind of not available to the public, but just like the effort of tracking one down, it would take us a week.
I think going
Probably
back
longer.
to Abu Nihar and first trying to get the dwarf protection thing sorted out.
I think we should go
And
back
then-
to Semolo Plateau and investigate what's going on back there before we go to Abu Nihar, in case Abu Nihar is insane and tries to kill us. Also, I still haven't finished my essay.
There's a reasonably good chance that the people on Semolo Plateau will also try and kill us.
Really?
Yeah,
we
I
like
think we should
saved
go
their
to.
butts.
I think we should go to Abu Nihar's first.
It's closer, for what that's worth.
He's never, as long as I've known him, he's never actually shown that he wants to do like any he like controls undead and stuff, but the idea is to control the undead to, I mean, it's building his stronghold, but it's to keep them from interfering with stuff that goes on.
Yeah, he's got
if
a
you just
track
let them roam
record of
loose,
years.
they'd be friggin' everywhere, right? So
It's
Also-
a very long con he's involved in.
Also,
if that's the
also
case.
I would like to that there is the point that we're like, oh no, this dragonkin lady, she's like lying to us. She doesn't actually want to help the lizards. Actually, what she wants to do is stop people making a horrible poison.
yeah, that could be the reason.
That's also not like a bad thing.
Yeah,
It's
but,
true.
yeah, but like if it was just this is a terrible poison that kills people, don't you think that's a good enough reason that you don't have to be cagey about it?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Like if you're like, no, this poison killed
like,
my
would
brother
that-
in a
would that
terrible
have-
accident.
but would
That's
that
why I'm
have
spending my
recruited?
family fortune.
Would that have recruited you from Faerun to come over and help?
I was really just looking for an excuse not to go in exchange, so probably,
But
yeah.
like the plight of the lizards is a more like
It does look better on the Elf
it's a
College
more like
application
PR friendly
form.
thing. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I probably just would have gone for it. Like, I just don't see why you have to lie if you're just trying to stop people just like making a horrible poison. But you do have to lie if you're trying to eradicate an entire settlement from the
Okay.
face of the earth.
But we're not going to do anything about the Dragonborn lady.
not right now.
No, there's nothing that we can do about it right now. So we should discard that. What are our other options for what we're going to do? Because we have to do
I
something.
think it's Abu Nihar or the plateau, and I think
Plateau. I want to see what's going on with the plateau.
I mean I do too, but Abu
I think we should
Nihar
go
is
to
like
Abu
on the
Nihar's
way.
first. Also, I need to figure out how to start on this Scotch egg because it's the size of my head.
It's like that.
You've just been like,
How? It's like sandwiches that are too big.
I've just been like shaving crust off, just like,
It's like
with my. I can't get around
it's like
it.
the big sandwich. It's like what? How? Why do you even make it like this?
Yeah.
Abu Nihar's.
Avenihar.
So you could go toward the stronghold and look at it from a distance before you decide whether you go in. Like
Yeah,
you know the
because it's on the
approaches.
way.
Yeah.
On the way is a
Yeah.
little bit strong, but
True.
it's certainly closer.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tomorrow morning, Armdo and Lemji and their tribe are leaving, going south along the river. Regardless of your ultimate destination, that's the way you're going.
Oh, we should go with them. We have plenty of money to pay them now, and that'll make our life a lot easier.
And if that is in roughly the same direction, it's probably easier
Sure,
on
yeah.
us.
That
We'll
makes
get further
sense.
faster.
Let's do it.
Okay. We
Do
go
they
in-
know about Abu Nihar? Do they know of him?
They know of him. I'm sure he came up in conversation. They would have
Lemji
seen the
has.
tattoo.
Oh, but he knows what this is.
He knows what it is.
Okay. That's fair.
And he's okay with it?
He's aware what it is.
I mean, it's the tattoo of the people who keep the undead.
Yeah, Abu
in
Nihar is
check.
actually
yeah,
fairly
okay,
well
fair enough.
respected
Fair
in the
enough,
area.
fair
He's
enough.
got good PR.
Yeah.
Can't say it doesn't. Yeah, fair enough.
So the central section of Chult has a lot of like really bad stuff with undead going on, and then there are little concentrations. If you look at the map, they're just these marks where it's really horrifically bad. So if you want to go through there, you usually need some sort of protection, and the Semolo Plateau and Avunihar are in the middle of one of these darker sections with the more intense undead, and as I'm sure you could figure out just from stuff you've seen.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
Let's catch up with Armin
set up
like
with the
go.
group and head out that way. That
Okay.
seems good.
So it's the next morning. Some of you may or may not be hungover. You might have half a Scotch egg left. I don't know.
I'm gonna pack it with me.
All right. And Armdo introduces himself again, and then
Arms.
yeah,
Good arms.
and you head south. They've stocked up on various types of alcohol. The zombie moonshine is made throughout Chult, but when you come to Port Nyanzaru, you can get stuff from like Faerun and other weird drinks.
Wow. We say like there's elf wine.
We can drink not zombie moonshine.
I mean, you can have bought anything like that you like.
I'm gonna share. I'm gonna buy some elf wine. And I'm
And,
gonna share it with my friends, and they're gonna be underwhelmed.
Probably.
When does it kick in?
Yeah, I feel like the zombie moonshine's probably ruined the palate to some extent.
It tastes like you stood on a grape.
It has a delicate bouquet. I give it that.
Elf wine. Mm. Is that like is that made? Are elves anything like Nelfs?
It's just easier, okay?
All right, so they're cool with the same price, hopefully.
Yeah, if you want to just like give them 100 gold right now, they'll take you to wherever you're going.
Sold.
That's a considerable
I mean, I don't know.
price hike.
Don't care. Sold.
That means no encounter. That means we just get to Avunihar Stronghold to go look at it.
Not necessarily.
I mean, there'll be like
It's harder. Or
it's
easier.
a longer trip, but
Yeah.
But
That's why I was like, it's a long trip. It's
All right,
it's
sure.
chill.
Sure.
I will
fine.
give them 100 gold from my stash. Not
Okay.
400
All right.
gold.
Sure.
Easy come, easy go.
because the other thing is that Lemji saw your tribe with a big chest full of gold coins.
Yeah, but
Like,
I only
he's-
got 300 of that.
I mean,
Yeah, but
yes
still.
to everything
Only.
you said.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Can I
Fair.
say I have 375 because I spent 25 on other sundries such as wine and new underpants and all sorts of nice things.
Ooh, la-di-da.
Fifth
A haircut.
Yeah, 5th edition kind of encourages that. There are actually lifestyle costs when you're in town and that sort of thing. Typically, I mean, I don't think you guys used them, but there's only so much you can do with your gold. So I think it's more fun to do stuff like the new haircut. In some of the previous editions, you're like, I've got to save every copper.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, Mora also does not think ahead like that. So she slept in a very comfortable bed, bought like 5 bottles of very expensive wine to take with her because they're from Faerun, and got some new clothes and some new armor. And a bunch of arrows and some healing kits because she's not completely idiot.
Dundee considers going in for a haircut, and the barber kind of blanches a little.
Now closed. Yeah, and I'm just gonna new clothing and boots for me, and I'm picking up. Actually, I'm gonna pick up your breastplate entirely, and
Sick.
so it takes me from 1,300 down to 800. So
Thank you.
I mean, this is party money
Yeah.
at this point because we all raised it together.
we
so.
got a ton of cash for that soft bulbous
Mora
necklace.
looks awesome. This looks very cool.
Hooray.
for like an hour, and then
Well, I'm
once
gonna
we're
get dirty and muddy, and like sticks are gonna ruin my.
So
there's some
are
very nice detailing.
Armdo and friends, are they just carrying on, or are they waiting with us when we get to Avunihar's? Or are we at there yet?
You are not there yet.
All right.
Because we got some stuff to get through on the journey.
Yay.
Okay, cool. No worries.
The journey is the most important part. It's the friends we made along the way.
So, I mean, it's
the
still
dinosaurs
Chult,
we met along the way.
Yeah.
right? Like you've got the repellent, you've got a big group. It's still kind of dangerous. Now, some of it, like at some point, there's an attack by a herd of tiny venomous dinosaurs, and I don't even feel the need to play it out because when you were level 1, that was scary, and now A, there are 20 of you, and B, you're level 4. So I think you're big heroes, and you take out the tiny venomous dinosaurs, and you all eat steak that night.
Tiny venomous steak.
Carnivorous steak.
I feel good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
You got to prepare it right, or else you get the poison bladder.
All right. Cool.
Yes. However, there's also a small flock of giant stilt puffers you're going to encounter along the way, and I think we're actually going to play that out.
What was the
Giant stilt puffers.
small? What was the next word you used?
Flock.
Flock.
Yeah. There's no terms of service violations there. Flock.
What's the
No. It wasn't a TOS violation. It was just last time we fought one stilt puffer. It was annoying.
Yeah.
was as stilt puffers go? Was
Claw.
that considered to be a giant stilt puffer, or was that considered to be like an average size stilt
Giant
puffer?
stilt puffer.
So that one was larger than any of the stilt puffers that you're facing right now.
Well,
Okay.
that's something.
Because it was
anyway.
going out solo.
That's something anyway.
Oh no, that was
So-
mommy stilt puffer.
So none of these four are that big.
Well,
I just decided to roll initiative because I figured you'd want that.
I was about to ask for it, yes.
Great. I didn't do great.
How did you do, Snack?
I ate.
That's what I got too.
All right.
You guys get to decide which of you go first.
Snack, you can go first.
Oh, thank you.
Bonton
10.
and Donde.
12.
So, Armdo and Lemji aren't entirely sure when they see these stilt puffers coming through if they should lead the rest of the humans away. Like they're kind of looking at you. You're all newly equipped. It's like, can you handle this? Should we keep the kids here? What's our best bet here?
Not
What's
the
our play?
kids.
Wait, is he asking us to look after them ourselves, or is he saying should we take some of the people away?
He's like, you've seen the things. He kind of blurts that out. He's like, do I stay? Do I take the kids away? Armdo is definitely going to stay
He's gonna
and be.
Okay,
fight. Oh,
cool.
I see. Okay. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm like,
Lemji can take the.
if you're not coming with me, we're gonna need like 10 GP of that back. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're kind of hoping to all protect each other, right? But
Well,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but-
so he's saying, what's the play?
All right.
Yeah.
Let's send the able-bodied fighters out and keep the children and the elderly back.
All right. So it's going to be you four and Armdo who are taking on the stilt puffers.
neat.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm asking, not telling.
Yes,
Okay,
I think
yeah.
that's a great idea. I like that idea.
Okay.
And-
Is Armdo just a fighter?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, are we gonna be surprised by what he can do? I
He's got arms though.
was gonna say, is he a
Well, but
bard?
Armdo.
Oh, I
He's got
hope
arms
so.
though.
Well, we'll find out. If things get rough, maybe we can be like, "Hey, Lemji, come back. We're gonna die." The stilt buffers are considerably worse than we had anticipated.
Come back. Put the children back in. We need the children back.
Put the children in a log.
How many is a flock?
4.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have been clearer about that.
No, it's okay. You made Kathleen seemed to know, so maybe I
Yeah.
missed it.
You mentioned that.
My bad.
We're getting a lot of stuff done this session.
Is there a haircut commonly associated with a flock of stilt puffers?
I just see them and I just want to run so far away.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
That's
I just gotta stay.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything other than I ran so far away.
Yeah, me neither.
I just couldn't get away. I think.
Couldn't get away. Yeah.
Yeah, I think is. I don't think flock of seagulls is known for their lyrical prowess.
There was a flock of undead seagulls you fought, but this is different.
True.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Why did we make that joke then?
I don't know.
The chat did. They had you back.
Oh.
So
Maybe we did. Maybe we did make that joke.
No. I think we were all just like freaked out by the hang gliding.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
it's Dante's turn.
Oh,
Because
nice.
our initiative's up. Thank you,
Oh,
Heather.
hey.
okie doke.
Oh boy.
So there are 4 stilt puffers.
There are.
Are they all sort of in a group together?
They're charging you, yes.
No, good. So how tall are these ones?
These are like in the 25 to 30 foot range.
The other one was in the 30s.
40 foot. 40 foot range, I thought.
So these are teenager stilt puffers.
Stilt puffers like
Adolescents.
shoot a poisonous glob thing, right? That's what they did last time?
No, these. They do have a spit, yes. But they're usually they they spit you and entangle you, and then they come in with their talons.
Oh, right, because it's supposed to slow us down.
Right.
Okay.
It basically gives you disadvantage.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to. Well, I guess I will go up to one. How close are they? Like, are they-
They're kind of crashing through the jungle. You're going to have a chance to engage them before they have a chance to engage you. So if you want to run up to one and punch it, you can.
Sure.
Is that your question?
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I guess. How far do I have to run in order to punch it?
Well, how close do you let them get? Like they're
I
coming
want to
through
get.
the
I
jungle.
guess. Okay,
If you
I want to
run
get
up
into
to punch
close
them,
combat. Run in.
roll your attack.
Stab him with the stabby thing.
Is he going to engage them in enough, or is there going to be enough time for us to join you? Because if you run
Yeah,
so
I'm
far
not gonna
ahead-
like run way out in front of every. Like, I guess I'm engaging.
I
them.
have a
Right.
bow.
That's
Attack
good.
them with your spear. You
Okay.
just go.
Okay.
Hey, that's a natural 20.
Hey!
Oh, wow.
Nice.
We haven't had a lot of those.
So that I assume hits.
Yes,
automatically
and
hits, doesn't it?
all your damage dice get rolled twice.
Cool.
I'm going to call this one Stilt Puffer number 1, unless any of you have any objection.
No. So I double the damage dice, but not the bonus, right?
Correct.
Cool.
I was going to call him
Hey.
Stilton, but I can't carry that. It's the only word I can think of that begins with
It's
Stilt.
so that'd be 13 plus 4, so that is 17 damage.
17 damage on Stilt Puffer number 1.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I will now slash at him.
Go ahead.
Does he? I guess I can like reach him, right? It's not that he's not that tall.
I mean, these are like super ostriches, so you might be slashing at his leg.
Go for the
Speaking of-
Achilles.
Is it a like? Are they? If I were to, for example, attempt to trip one, how does that work?
I mean,
It's got like two. It's got like.
2 tree trunks for legs.
I guess I don't know if maybe I can't trip large or bigger things.
I think it
than
would just squish you.
I feel like you would have disadvantage on any such attempt.
All right. Well, I will attack it anyway.
All
You
right.
should definitely try.
I mean, I can.
It'd be funny.
All right. I attack.
What?
How's another natural 20?
Oh, my God.
Wow. Okay.
I think Lemji is vindicated in his choice to,
Yeah.
leave you guys to it.
Cha!
Holy
And
moly.
Wow, I've never seen that happen before.
No, and I
And
just
it took
did
its
before
time.
my
It
very eyes.
rolled over.
It did, yeah, it did like the thunk.
Didn't roll very well for damage though. That is 7 points
Okay.
of slashing or piercing actually, and I will do my second Flurry of Blows attack.
All right.
How is a 16?
A 16 is a hit.
Okay, we actually have.
That's good. Usable.
And that does 5 points.
Wow, we.
And I will make it so it cannot do reactions.
All right. Stilt Puffer number 1, no reactions.
And then I will attempt to move away, if I can, like, move away from it so I'm not directly
Back
in close.
toward these guys.
Yeah, so I'm
Sure.
not directly in close combat away.
All right.
Boom, 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 boom. Hop, 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 hop.
Do you make
All
a
right.
noise?
Probably.
So cute.
Stilt Puffer number 1 can't react to you, but it can still try to spit at you.
On its actual turn.
Yes, because, I didn't advance initiative, but I shall.
Haha.
So, I spit at you. How's a 3? Does a 3 hit you?
It does not.
The spit is wide.
Ugh.
Yeah. Big globbing puff of spit. Yes. All right. So, Stilt Puffer number 2 is going to come in and try to talon you. All right. How's an 8?
That is not a hit.
These stilt puffers are super confused. And Dante's very nimble.
Yes. All right. One of them is coming in at Armdo.
Oh no, his arms.
Though.
And my dice hate me. And so I've got Stilt Puffer number 4 coming in. Who else is toward the front?
I would have to be because I'm trying to move as fast as I can.
All right. So I've got a Talon coming at you.
Good.
Haha.
That's a 5. All right.
Wow.
Does a 10 hit you?
It would have.
Interestingly enough, but I'm wearing chainmail and a shield now, and I have an armor class of 18.
Haha.
Wow.
All right.
I am a jangly fortress.
It
So-
would have hit you though.
You guys
That's
don't
what's
get
important.
hurt, but it's just because I suck, not because the Stilt Puffers aren't tough.
No,
Good to
I
know.
believe you.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got Bonton and then Snack,
All right.
as you can see from the lovely initiative track.
All right. Then I. The one that just attacked me. Then.
Sure.
Number 4, I think it was. So I'm going to attack back.
All right.
see how we can
Stilt
do.
Puffer number 4.
Actually, should I use my. Because it's a bonus action to cast my spiritual weapon. Maybe I should do that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it out there as quick as you can.
Yeah, I'm going to use my
And
that to do that.
It attacks immediately, doesn't it?
It yeah, so it's one bonus action, 60 feet. You create a float, and I get this for 1 minute. You create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again. When you cast the spell, you make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 your spellcasting ability modifier. And so I'm going to cast it right now.
Okay.
And yeah, when you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So I'm going to try to attack number 4 as well.
Go ahead.
All right, this is the weapon making the attack. 16.
You know a 16 hits?
I know 16 hits.
Presumably you have some bonuses to that, but
And it's, well, just the weapon itself, I don't know if I'm allowed to, I don't think I grant it.
It's a,
You
it's
hit,
a melee.
roll your damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So roll the damage. It's 4 plus,
Plus your spellcasting. bonus.
yep, which is 3. So 7.
7. Nice.
Cool.
So that's your bonus action
Yep. Now I get to actually attack it
with your battle axe.
with my battle axe, my flint battle axe. Oh, yep. 8, 9, 10, isn't it?
And you.
I'm proficient in it, so wait, I add that and that, right?
Yeah.
So that's 12.
Okay, 12's a miss.
Okay, that was good. At least I got something in.
You did. All right, Snack, then Mora.
Snack's going to shoot the short bow at the one that Dande injured.
Okay, sure.
number 1.
Yeah, number 1. Um,
12 miss, 16 hit.
Yeah. I'm going to. Hang on. I have a 13, and I'm just trying to figure out if I want to do something to it before I find out if that hits or not.
For anyone who cares, the spiritual weapon looks like the Wrath of Righteousness, which is a heavy mace.
Heavy mace.
Heavy mace.
All right. I'm gonna use one of my superiority die to make that a precision attack,
Okay,
which means I get to add a d8 to it.
nice.
Cool. So that's 13. That's a hit.
Okay.
It adds a 6 to it. Sure. So it's 19. So then I'm going to do this damage.
Roll 2.
No, because it's melee only,
Oh,
I discovered.
melee.
But I rolled max damage, so that's 9.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought
Poop
my,
on the snoot.
my savage attack was when they get closer, then I'll pull out the sword.
I guess it's like, yeah, you don't really like savage with a bow. It's more calculated.
Yeah.
So you're done?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm done.
Mora, then Armdo.
Oh, how exciting! Can I use my Steve bag?
Yes.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Go, Steve.
go Steve!
All right. So you reach in, you pull Steve out, and you throw him,
Yeah.
and he disappears, and something else appears. Do you want to roll a d8 for me, please?
Yeah, sure. 7.
7. All right, so a venomous molehound appears.
Cool.
That seems cool.
And so unless you give it instructions, it's just going to act according to its nature.
Oh, I'm going to say, get those stilt puffers.
All right, because it looked up, saw the stilt puffers, and started burrowing straight down. So,
Attack.
all right, so it's attacking.
Whatever one is it's closest to.
All right.
I control it, but I'm not going to be like, now do that one, now do that one. I'm just
Right, but you threw it, so I thought maybe you'd thrown it next to one. So,
Well,
okay.
I threw it to the one that is closest. Maybe not. I'm not going to throw it right next to Bonton, given what happened with the
All right.
fire thing.
So number 2
Sure.
is right next to Donde. You might want to protect Donde,
Yeah.
so I'm going to have you attack number 2.
It's like, I want you to kill guys, but I don't want to micromanage you.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, now my dice are good.
Thank you, Dice.
Yay.
Thank you, Molehound.
Venomous molehound.
It's a venomous molehound. All right, so number 2 has taken some damage.
Yay. Unless I can use my Steve bag as a bonus action on my turn. I think that's my turn.
I think that's your turn, but you can use it again next turn.
That's true, or I can start shooting arrows.
That's true.
Because there's
Whatever
going to be
you
people
want.
in
The,
close
the
contact.
molehound just keeps doing its thing then?
Yeah.
The Molehound's
great.
going to
The nice
act on
thing-
my turn to attack.
Cool.
And the nice thing is
Until-
the molehound counts as somebody in close
What
combat.
is your spiritual weapon? by
Even
the
if
way?
none of us are.
Yeah.
Like what it actually is, what it
Yeah.
looks like.
This is an ally.
It's a mace.
That.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
going
heavy
to.
mace. Cool.
He will do that until he gets 0 HP or until the next dawn.
So Armdo has this massive warhammer, and he's next to Stilt Puffer number 3. And he,
Go Armdo.
yeah, he just attacks Stilt Puffer number 3 for max damage.
Wow.
Wow.
Go Armdo.
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 I love
I
it.
feel like that's what
He's
Armdo
our
hears in
bro.
his head all the time.
Yeah,
Armdo.
probably. All right, end of round, and then Donde.
All right.
So number 2's kind of in your face.
Choose them in my face, and because one just spat at me, but
Right.
stayed far away.
1 is certainly the most injured.
And the venomous molehound has already attacked the one that's right near you anyway.
Number 2.
Right. All right. I will stab number 2 with my spear.
Okay. So venomous.
How'd he do?
His die only rolls 1 number tonight, apparently.
Apparently so.
Good for you, I guess. Holy crap.
That's
Natural 20.
Is that die taking performance enhancing drugs?
what. No kidding.
Wow. All right. Well. All right. So that is 11. So that's 15 damage on 2.
On 2. All right.
And I will Flurry of Blows.
Go ahead.
I like that you call it Furry of Blows.
I actually, I was like joking about it, and then I realized that actually on my sheet I had written Flurry of Blows just because wasn't paying attention.
Nice.
So I was like, you know what? I'll just keep it. Attack!
I'm scared of this dice.
This
Give
is,
you
the,
$5 for that D20.
this is the same die. Sorry, Paul just rolled a 20 again. This is the same die he's been using
The whole time.
the whole time.
Paul,
Yeah.
you need
I've
to go
had
and
this
buy a
die for
lottery
like
ticket.
10 years.
Paul, go buy a lottery ticket right now.
It has rolled many, many ones for me.
And now tonight we get all the 20s.
All right, do some damage.
All right.
Crap.
That's 11 points of piercing.
Nice.
Wow.
And I shall...
Go buy a lottery ticket on your way home. I'm not joking.
And I will also make it so that he cannot do reactions.
All right. And this is just till the end of the round, right?
Yeah, until next turn.
Okay.
I guess I guess it's until my next turn.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm still flabbergasted.
And then I will,
I love Dale
trying to think-
peering over the DM screen like, what
if I should actually, I'm just trying to think if I should actually move over to 1 now. And beat on 1 some. Because 1 is even more hurt, I think.
It is, yes.
I have a plan for that.
You have
Okay.
Okay.
I do.
In
Because
that
it's within 60 feet, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. In that case, maybe I will continue beating on number 2,
Okay, go ahead.
and I guess let's keep going with this thing. Should I roll it in the thing?
No, it's fine.
Okay. There we go. See,
5.
that's not very good.
I don't think. I
That's like an 11. So
11's
that
a miss.
does not hit.
All right. Wow.
I gassed out on the first. I was like,
Yeah.
punch! Puh!
All right, so I have some stilt puffers to attack. So number 1 attacks Donde.
With the spit.
No, it moves up and claws you. So I'm back to rolling single digits because I'm not rolling your allies. So I'm assuming a 10 is a miss.
It is.
Number 2 can't react but can attack. Oh, how's a 19? Is a 19 going to hit?
19 hits me. He's
All right.
clawing me.
He's clawing you for 7 points.
Ouchie.
And Stilt Puffer number 3 rolls a natural 1, trying to attack Armdo. And Stilt Puffer number 4, oh, natural 20.
Oh, God.
This is on Bonton.
That hits. Absolutely, it does.
Naturally.
Okay, my damage dice like me.
I mean, the natural 20 liked you, too.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay, fair.
We've had more 20s in the last 10 minutes than the whole rest of this campaign.
Yeah.
I like to think Bonton was just like, I'm invincible, stealth puffers, and I was like,
Yep.
okay,
21 points of
go.
damage.
Woof.
So that's.
You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
heal
Like-
yourself next turn, I guess.
Like, the one section of my body that wasn't covered in armor.
He's trying to bite your hand off.
I guess I do need to use those straps. I just thought they weren't comfortable. It's your turn,
Look,
followed
it's-
by Snack.
It's his first day in the armor, okay?
Yeah.
He doesn't quite know how it works.
Okay. Spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1d8. It was 1d8, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was 1d8.
1d8 plus your bonus.
Versus number 4, which is what I was attacking. So let's see. I gotta land that first, don't I? Gotta roll
Okay.
the attack.
Yep.
That's a 4. There's no way that's gonna hit.
4 is a miss.
Yeah, no matter what you add into that, it's not gonna.
All right. For number, maybe I shouldn't
Pass me
do
the
that.
butter.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't, and maybe I should just cure myself. Didn't want to. Okay. Gonna
It'd be
cast.
more exciting if you attack.
God, it would be, wouldn't it? It'd be so exciting.
It's injured.
Which, the one that I'm. Well, I was gonna
I
attack
mean,
number 1.
They're all
Right.
a little bit injured,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
but-
Anyway,
You know what? I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna take chance. I'm gonna. Okay. Toll the dead. On
Excellent.
Stilt Pluffer number 1, and because it is injured, instead of using a 1d8, I think
It's
it
a
was.
D12
It's a
instead.
d12 now, so I get to just do. Or it has to make a Wisdom saving throw. So can it beat 13?
It cannot.
Okay. Then it takes 1d12, which is 1 point of necrotic damage.
That was the plan for number 1.
Yeah, all the entire time.
Great.
Are you done, Bonton?
I'm just.
That
Snack's
is like
gonna
so.
shoot
I'm done.
at
Done is
number
like
1.
so that. Let me know when your plan happens. I'm ready for it.
You just hear this low groan.
I rolled a 6 again, so that means I
You
don't.
still you still don't know whether 13.
We still don't
hits.
know if a 13 hits, but I don't want to waste my turn. Use another thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 13 plus 5, so we know that hits.
Yep.
So I will roll damage.
You can use Fury of the Small on this if you want.
I was just about to say, so we are saying that these are larger than Snack.
Absolutely.
All right. So 6 points on the damage, and then
Another 4.
Fury is small. Is it just equal to level, or is it 1 plus level?
I thought it was just equal to
I think it's
level.
just level. So yeah, so
Yeah, 'cause
that's
it's just
10.
1 point per foot.
10 points to number 1.
Nice.
Wow. All right, it's looking bad.
So mad about it.
More than Armdo.
Okay, so first Steve's gonna go.
Okay.
Or no, wait, was this Molehound Steve? Mole Steve.
So Steve is the thing inside the bag that
Yeah.
summons your creature
Oh,
friends.
okay. So Molehound,
All right.
Go Snouty.
Snouty.
He's on 2, right?
Yeah.
Smoky and snow.
So he whiffs.
Okay, that's fine. But then now I'm going to shoot an arrow
Important thing
at
is to
number
try.
1.
Okay. An arrow, not Wanda.
And,
Oh right, I do have Wanda.
Yeah.
and I'm in.
Let me just check out Wanda here. What
I'm
does she
in
do?
close combat with 1, so you can sneak attack it.
Oh yeah, and you can't do that with Wanda. So you're better off with the
Yeah.
arrow.
Yes, I am gonna. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. That's why I wasn't using Wanda. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna fire a sneak attack.
Maybe you should borrow Wanda sometime.
Oh, sick. Okay. That's definitely a hit because I rolled a 16.
Nice.
All right. So arrows are. Sorry. I just need to figure out what my damage die is.
8.
The
8. 1d8. Oh, perfect. Okay.
and then plus 2d6.
Plus 2d6.
Plus your dexterity modifier.
Yeah, so. Okay, well, I rolled very poorly, so my dexterity modifier is 3, so that's 5 plus 3 is 9 points of damage on number 1.
All right. Number 1 looks terrible.
If only to take more necrotic damage.
If only.
All right. Armdo is attacking number 3,
Let's go, Armdo. Let's go.
and he misses.
It's okay, Armdo. You still have arms.
That's like my name. Donde.
All right, so there's 2 on me right now. Well, 1 and 2 are both on me.
Correct.
All right, I will let. And 1's looking real bad.
Well, 1's looking real bad.
All right, I will stab 1 with my spear. Stab! That's a 23. So
That'll
that
certainly
hits.
hit.
For 8 points. 8 points, sorry.
All right.
8 points.
8 points is enough.
All right.
Still puffer number 1 goes down.
Hooray!
Yay! I will now spin around and I think I just continue furying of blowing.
That makes sense to me.
Yep. Proper conjugation. Good job.
On number 2.
All right. We're in a Stone Age jungle.
Slash! That's a 18. That
18's a hit.
hit for 5 points.
All right. So you're slashing at the legs. You got that happening.
And
Shrieking unhappily.
I will make it so he can't take reactions.
Okay. No reactions.
And I will attack him again, and 26 or 23 to hit. And for 8 points.
8 points on number 2.
And yeah, so like I have the thing where he has to make a dex save or else goes prone, but I feel like that's a free thing for me to try, but I feel like it doesn't work against something that big.
I'm going to give him advantage.
All right, so it's he has to hit DC 13.
He hits it twice.
Okay.
All right.
Tell me the truth, my dungeon master. Did that 1 point of necrotic damage make a difference at all?
I mean, no.
Okay.
And
Just wanted to know. Thanks.
It could have been 12.
Yeah, it could have been 12.
Could have been 12.
All right, so it's the still puffers to go.
2's looking real bad.
2 is looking real bad, and kind of angry. So 2's going to attack you. How's a 17?
17 is my AC now.
All right, I hit you for 12.
Oof.
Oof.
Number 3 attacks Armdo.
Now the puffers are rolling.
Yeah, and hits for minimum damage. And number
23.
4 attacks Bonton. How's a 19?
18.
So you
For
11.
max damage. How's 13 damage for you?
I am down at 2.
Heal thyself.
I can help you a bit.
Yeah, might need to look after each other a bit. Gonna just double. Can I borrow that? PHP?
Yeah.
And it's Bonton's turn.
Yes.
I liked the Toll the Dead, and I feel you've got your one out of the way.
Yeah, that I think I could probably do it properly this time.
Yeah.
You got a spiritual weapon that gets to attack. So
Yeah, I do.
if you
So-
heal yourself, it's not like you don't get to do anything this turn.
Plus one.
That's what I liked about when I was playing cleric. I used spiritual weapons, so I could still
Get in there.
I can still output damage while healing. It was useful.
All right, so spiritual weapon attacks. Which one is doing the worst right now?
Number 2 is the most hurt.
I can move my weapon within
Yeah.
20 feet, so I'm going to move it to number 2.
Cool.
And then I'm going to attack.
Bonk.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Holy moly.
Nifty.
Roll twice.
Roll twice from d8s. I'm not going to touch your dice in case I don't want to get it sick, but please roll for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why not? This will be fun.
They hit each other.
They did,
And mine came up 1.
and mine came up 6.
All
So
right.
that's nice.
Plus-
It was going to be the
It's
opposite.
my,
and
plus
then
my spellcasting mod, which
All right.
is 3, so
9.
9.
And then what are you going to do?
And then I am going to
Heal yourself.
either heal myself or I disengage, but I think you want me to go to distance? Of course you do.
Staying engaged is not necessarily bad for me.
Yeah. Probably my best thing to do is just cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
So I will Cure Wounds.
Snack.
the dead
Snack's
cleric
so mad
doesn't help
now.
anybody.
Yep.
So Snack's pulling out the sword.
All right.
And I'm
Oh,
going to go
yeah.
attack. I guess,
2 is the one that's almost dead.
yeah.
But who are you next to, though? Which is still Puffer.
Well, he's been in the back shooting.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm going to run up to. Which one are you attacking? 3?
I was on 4.
Yeah, number
Arm
4
goes
is
on 3.
in
Okay.
his face.
His magical thing was on 2.
Yeah, my magical
He was
thing's
on
moved
All
to
right,
2 now.
I'll attack number 4 with you.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
I'm going to 2-hand this thing. What's up?
Wow.
So did we all roll a 20 so
I
far?
haven't rolled a 20 yet.
Oh, you're next.
Yeah,
You're doomed.
I rolled 1. Guess
What
it's only fair.
the hell?
Everybody go buy lottery tickets.
How does this work with Savage Attacker?
You roll all your dice
I just roll.
twice.
Yeah, each for each dice that you roll, you
Okay.
can roll another one to see if it's bigger.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's a 6 and a 7. So 3, 16.
Cool.
That's pretty damn good.
On number 4.
On a bow?
No,
no,
that's the
no.
sword.
No, you're attacking the
That's
sword.
that's
okay.
my sword.
Nice.
Got that. That's why I got to do Savage Attacker because
Yeah.
it was a melee attack.
Right.
Is that all you're doing?
That's all I can. Oh
Okay.
wait, I can rally you.
Oh, can you? Please do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I expend a one more of my superiority die to give you 9 temporary HP.
I'm back at 16.
So
That means I can't
what's this
die if
molehound's
they attack
name?
with
Is
max
he going
damage.
first?
Snouty.
Snouty. That's what I called him.
Snouty.
Go Snouty.
All right.
Snouty.
Thank you.
Oh,
You're welcome.
wow, Snouty's doing well. And Snouty is on number 2.
Yes.
Oh, number 2 looks awful.
Go Snowdy.
All right. I'm going to shoot a bow at number 2.
Okay.
An arrow.
Or, yeah, I'm gonna shoot an arrow.
You don't want to make that mistake.
You did it?
Is there an achievement that we
There's
just...
got to be somebody like figuring out what the odds of this is in terms of like the number of die that have been rolled today.
Somewhere in the world, a D&D team
Exactly,
just
yeah, very-
TPK.
Yeah. But not here and not tonight.
Oh my god. All right, hold on. I need to look at my bow for a second here.
And this is a sneak
because-
attack, which we
Oh,
messed
no.
up. We
Short
messed up
bow.
last time.
The wood of this short bow is stained purple. A tiny red stone is embedded in what may have been a knot in the
Oh,
wood.
right.
If you roll a natural 20 while using this bow, please point this out to Dale.
Okay. So,
Oh.
Well, this is the militia's bow.
yes. So the knot explodes.
Oh.
The bow is destroyed and you do triple damage.
Sneaky triple damage too. 2 is going to be real. 2 is almost dead anyway. 2 is in
my
trouble.
bow. Okay.
So
Okay.
could you tear that bow up for me?
Yeah, sure.
It goes.
Short bow's one.
I will be more than
1d8.
happy to give you another bow.
Sure.
It's normal.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
in that if it is a natural 1, if something happens to it, you'll
well,
have to
something
let
bad.
me know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 1d8. So I do triple damage, but I also roll twice because I hit a natural 20, but it's just like I roll 3 times essentially, right?
I'm just going to kill number 2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Siltpuffer number 2 dies.
Yeah.
Your
Guys.
bow explodes, and the arrow just goes through it. Just
Like-
right. It's very anime. It's just like it explodes. The arrow
Speed lines.
speed lines. The arrow goes right through the still puffer. It
Oh yeah,
stands.
and of course it's
it stands still for a second, and then it just goes thump
Or it goes like the two parts of it like slide.
with an arrow somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how.
Armdo completely whiffs, so I think he's distracted by this.
What the?
But my arms.
So, Dundee.
I'm just like, oh yeah, that happens sometimes. Don't pull the bow so hard. I break all of my bows because I'm so strong.
That's why I have to use a battle. Warhammer.
All right, so 2 is dead, 1 is dead, so
Yep.
nobody's on me right now.
Correct.
This is weird. I
Go
have
help out
nobody to
Armdo, I
fight.
guess. Because
Um,
Armdo's all by himself.
I will go run over and to Armdo.
Sure.
Number 3.
Number 3.
And stab with a spear. The 11 does not hit, yes?
Correct.
All right. I'm going to keep one of my key points in reserve, so I will just attack him with my regular secondary attack.
Sure.
So that's a 15 to hit.
15 is a hit.
Okay. More information.
Yeah, new information. For 8 points.
8 points to number 3. And now it's me. So still puffer number 3 attacks. Armdo gets an 8. Still puffer number 4. Wow, how's a 22?
On who?
On me.
Uh-oh.
Hits.
For 11 points.
Okay, we're not dead yet.
Your temporary hit points go away first.
Oh right, because you gave me temporary hit
Yeah,
points.
he gave
Yeah.
you 9.
Oh right. Okay.
So
we're just-
you essentially got 2 points of damage.
Would've
They're
been
more
7
temporary
and then
than
9. So
would have
now
liked,
those went
but-
away, so I'm down to 5 anyway.
And it's your turn.
All right, I'm at 5.
Probably heal and
Yeah.
attack with your spiritual
Do
weapon.
that again.
Micromanaging this
Used
combat.
that.
As long as we keep things
You know
moving,
what?
Table
whatever
general.
it takes.
Because I'm sick of having to. I keep single spell slot healing myself. I'm gonna cast that at 2 spell slots. I'm also gonna attack with my spiritual weapon.
So
actually.
do that, and then you can do your healing while
Yeah.
we're doing Snack's turn.
So let's attack with the spiritual weapon against. It was on number 2. It's got to move to.
Either 3 or 4.
May as well come help yourself.
Yeah, I'll bring it to 4, and I can attack. And 11.
Miss.
It's a miss. I know it was like right on the edge of that
It was
20.
wait,
you
you
rolled-
and your spell
you rolled an 11.
You rolled an 11.
Oh,
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
So it'd be 14.
Well, what's your
That's it's spell attack bonus.
yeah?
So that's
is what?
That's 5. So it's 16. So
Your spell attack bonus is 5?
yeah, 2 plus 3
Yeah.
is 5.
16's a hit.
Yeah.
16's a
well, it's
hit.
Cool.
Cool, but it's not me attacking. It's the
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the weapon.
but you attack with your magical
I'm
ability.
telling it to do it. Okay, that's why I left that off because I'm like, well, it's not me doing the spell thing. It's doing it on its
But
own.
you're using your wisdom rather than
Fair
your
enough.
attack.
I need your damage
do
number.
my damage, which is
also uses your wisdom
1d8
bonus,
1d8 plus your wisdom.
plus my wisdom. That would be 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
Thank you.
I continue to attack
myself.
number 4
All right, attack number 4 with your sword.
with the sword. So that is
non-spiritual weapon.
It's the green veiny stone sword.
Gonna use my last superiority die. And add a 6 to that because that was a 12, so now it's an 18.
18's a hit.
All right. And that's 8 damage.
You roll second one.
What?
You're close combat. You can
Right.
roll the second dice.
Right. Hang on. Sorry. Okay. Well, it was a 1, so it's 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna action surge
Sure.
and attack it again.
Go ahead.
That's how that works.
Yep.
Great. That's an 18, so that hits.
It does.
For 11.
Nice. So your You're furiously surging of actions. You got
Just wailing on the ankles.
okay.
And I healed myself.
Hooray! We're at Mora and then
good.
Armdo.
Okay. Oh no, my dark green bag.
So we have Snowdy.
Yeah, go Snowdy. He's
Go Snowdy.
on-
Go
I guess
Snowdy.
he'll move to number 4.
Don't know if it's his birthday or
Number
not.
4.
Well, I mean,
You've
He
only
hits and
existed
does
for like a
max
day.
damage.
Wow.
Yay,
Good job,
Snowdy.
Mr. Snouts.
Wow.
Is he
4's
like-
looking rough.
He's like
Excellent.
venomous too.
I don't
okay.
know- I don't know what that does, but yeah.
So
Venomous.
my bow exploded.
Venomous.
Yes, it did.
So I
Neat.
guess I'm gonna go in with a. I'm gonna go in with my rapier, I guess.
Okay.
And since everybody's in close combat with a thing,
Yep.
I'm gonna sort of sneak up and poke.
Poke it right up the butt. It's pretty easy because it's tall. Just
Yeah.
right up in there.
Oh, okay. Magic Rapier +1. This weapon has a 50% chance of scoring a critical hit on a natural 19, which I just rolled.
Well, so roll some other die, and if
Okay.
it's in the top half,
Okay, we'll roll this d6.
so 4, 5, or 6, that's a crit.
It's a 4, so that's a crit. Okay.
All right.
Hold on.
Wow.
Anytime you score a critical hit with this weapon, add an X below, then roll a D100. Okay, hold on.
Ooh.
If your roll is equal to or less than the number of X marks and something bad happens, tell Dale. And right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You'll be fine.
if
D100,
if
almost
you break
certainly.
all of your weapons.
Okay, so this is a D10 and a D percentile
percentile.
die.
Okay. So you want
You want-
9 or more.
That seems like pretty possible, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah,
I think you'll-
Statistically.
that is an 8.
That's an 8.
What?
Something bad happens, tell Dale.
What? What? You literally rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Stop blowing up your weapons.
Which one are you attacking?
Number
three?
3.
Who all is on number 3? Snowdy's on number 3.
Armdo.
Armdo's on
Armdo.
number 3.
Donde
And
is
me.
on number 3.
Donde's on number 3.
Oh dear.
All right. So, your rapier explodes.
What are you doing to your weapon?
Mora doesn't know her own strength.
No kidding. I didn't buy another weapon in Port Nyanzaru because I had a magical rapier.
You already expect your weapons to just randomly explode.
What are the odds?
1 in 100.
Yeah, somebody could figure that out.
8
Yeah.
in 100.
8 in 100.
So, Donde, Snouty, Armdo, Mora, and Stilt Puffer number 3 each take 27 points of damage.
Holy crap.
How's Snouty?
Snouty has been hit. Snouty's gone.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Snouty immolates. I go down to 2.
Would this be considered, like, I have a thing where I can deflect, like, missile attacks?
This is shrapnel.
So this is not something that I can deflect?
I think you can deflect several pieces of shrapnel. It looks amazing.
does not help.
You take 27 points.
All right, Donde's dead. Well, down.
You're at 0. Okay.
Donde's down.
How's Armdo?
Bad.
Yeah.
But not down.
How's the Stilt Puffer?
Up. But bad.
Help!
How's Mora?
At 2.
Oh!
So very bad.
So comparable
Better
to the
than Donde.
Stilt Buffer.
Oh, okay.
That was exciting.
Wow.
Jesus, no kidding.
Nobody give Mora weapons anymore.
I guess you can have that.
Now I'm worried about my magic sword. Mine's got way more X's on it.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yours is bad on a 1, though, right? As opposed to a...
Yes.
So
No,
Armdo freaks out and is like, excuse me, Nelf lady, I think that you're not using your weapons right.
No kidding.
I don't know my own strength. As a little cloud of smoke escapes my mouth.
And he takes out Stilt Puffer number 3.
Oh, thank
Thank
goodness.
God.
So is it just the one left?
Just the one left.
Okay.
And Stilt Puffer number 4 is looking bad.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
We're
good.
gonna.
It doesn't just freak out and be like, something just
It's not-
exploded and run away?
They're
Well,
very
enough.
smart.
Okay,
I mean, honestly, it might, but it's not its turn.
that's fair.
Donde, you're up.
all right, so this is on
Death save.
percent... What is it, percentile?
D20.
D20?
You want to roll a 10 or higher, so you have a 55% chance.
Is there anything to add to this?
No, not unless you have something that adds to all saving throws.
14.
Okay, so
So
that
one
is
success.
one success.
You need 3.
Before I get 3 failures.
Yes.
Correct. All right, so yes, indeed, still puffer number 4 is just going to flee. It's just disengaging and leaving.
Anybody who still has a...
Armdo's like, I can get it. Just I got my hammer. Don't worry, guys. I'll chase it down.
You know who's great at running after guys running away?
Gandhi.
People filled with shrapnel.
So Armdo is gonna kind of stagger a bit and fail at running after this.
Does anybody else get an attack of opportunity on it?
No, because it disengaged.
Okay.
So anyone who wants to can try to use medicine on Donde, or my house rule is that temporary hit points bring performers back into the performance.
I straight up have a cantrip called Spare the Dying that if I touch somebody, they stabilize.
Okay, Donde's stable. We're out of combat.
Yeah.
Ah.
And it was my turn next anyway, so perfect.
Does anybody have any weapons they can give me?
Yes!
No, she doesn't treat them well.
Okay, good, a short bow.
I have a club. Oh, here, I have a maul. It's as big as me.
I don't know. I'm not. I need like a short sword. Or
I have a dumbwaiter hook.
You still have like daggers and stuff, don't you?
I have a crappy dagger.
I've got daggers.
I've got.
Well, until you learn to treat your weapons better, you get the crappy
Yeah,
dagger.
I have a crappy dagger.
That was a combat full of like extremes.
Yeah, wow.
So cool.
Wow.
Surely this group of humans would have like another rapier or something I could buy off them?
Yeah, so we'll work that out.
Like
between
just a
sessions.
plain. Yeah.
So
What happened? All I heard was a really loud noise, and then everything went black.
Turns out I'm excellent at using weapons.
She's one hell of a fencer, let me tell you.
well, that was exciting.
What were the
picking
odds of
stuff
any of
out
that
of my
happening?
fur.
Very low.
Very low. I mean,
That was statistically improbable.
yes.
That was quite fun, though. Sorry for accidentally
am I-
almost killing you.
Am I at like 1 now? Or
Well, I assume that you use some healing.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna. So where we are right now, I could cast an actual spell. I could cast Prayer of Healing, which
Do a
would give
10
everyone
minute thing?
2d8 plus mod. But wasn't it 10 minutes to cast?
So,
Or we can just. Are we gonna take a rest? Like.
I mean, you're gonna cast some spells. You're gonna do some bursts.
Yeah.
You're gonna. There's nothing is gonna happen before the next long rest.
Okay.
So I think you guys are all shaken, and there's blood that needs to be washed out of fancy new clothes, and everything carries on. And a few days later, you're going to get to Avu Nihar's, which I think you're spying on before you decide whether to go in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
So,
does Avenue Her stronghold look like, Dale?
so remember that he had that big tower that he used to like to be in the top of? So
Used to.
Yes, before it collapsed. So that tower is completely gone. There was a fence that was basically skeletons holding on to each other all the way around. He just commanded the skeletons to make a fence.
Yeah.
So a big chunk of that is missing. There's like part of an inner fence that has been rebuilt inside the big smoking craters. There usually were undead out on patrol, but there don't seem to be any. There's no sign of any life at all. There were at least 3 people living here. And everything is basically a big disaster. And so we will find out more about that in a week.
Holy crap.
Oh boy.
What kind of madman tries to lay siege to Avenue Her stronghold?
Or Madwoman.
That's true.
Bebo?
Thank you for watching Dice Friends. This has been episode 7 of Escape from Semolo Plateau. We'll be back for episode 8 in a week.